adventuring in the lands of Toivoa. Specifically, you are here in the town of Nausha, which is a port town that you guys have come to recover and recharge after a bit of an adventure rescuing Saphira from becoming the voice of the blood god, Mosaba.
Well, more like helping her unbecome that person.
Correct.
She technically did become that person.
Well, after the unbecoming, we'll call it, you have returned here to recover, restock, rejuvenate, and move forward. And last week, had a fairly lengthy discussion with a woman by the name of Sweet August Rose inside of a private sanctum in an alleyway. That's where we pick up, as you guys have the options to go and do whatever you'd like in the world.
The camera pans in and Coin saying, I just think that advantage and disadvantage you cancel out, personally.
And
Wait,
you lose your advantage on your next roll.
Fair enough.
Worth it.
Worth it. I know you guys.
I'm
By
making
the
a note
way-
on my character sheet.
By the way, I do have a video I want to share with you guys later because I think you'd like it. Anyway.
You can only get rid of it once. There's no penalty for stacking it, so you can just keep going.
I have been owned by my own peoples.
Okay.
Who was that dragon that Sweet
Oh,
August
yeah.
Rose was talking about?
Arvig. Let's see Arvig.
Arvig?
Yeah,
Can we
but
just-
like,
Can
In
we
like
just
4
go
days,
see
though.
Arvig? Like, do we have to like try and
Can
figure out
Coin
where
do
they
some
are?
sort of like a check, map guy,
Sure.
based off of what August Rose said? What role would this be, like survival?
Yes, sir.
Or... Okay.
Yeah, I think we heard it was near.
I'll try lucky.
Something like that.
Ooh,
I'm at disadvantage, guys. Sorry.
So,
I
with a 7,
roll
you do
that
not
as
know
well.
who that is.
or
Let's ask around.
Yeah, I bet you the Longshot Consortium would give some detail about this. Someone's bound her into a dragon, or at least know about that village.
well, didn't they say a lot about where Arvig is? Like Arvig's over, like the where is he? In Luma or whatever.
Yeah, Sinlum or something like that, which is apparently some sort of abandoned town.
Still a pretty big area to search, though. I agree. Let's go to the Longsiders Consortium and ask
I mean,
around.
regardless,
See if it's
I won't
a-
be ready for like a few more days because I need my cloak to recharge.
All right. So, you guys head over to the Longstriders Consortium. Excellent. As you walk in, Brad runs up to you guys and greets you. Hey, how's it going? Is there something you need? Drinks? You guys are here for drinks, aren't you? Got some fresh drinks right over here. Got some fresh
sorry,
lemonade,
GM.
hard lemonade. Yes? What?
We have questions for people upstairs.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun then. You'll run off
Thank
to assist someone else.
Hey, who are we asking?
I would assume the people upstairs.
That's very
Okay.
specific.
There's a few people upstairs, Coin. You gotta be more
Well,
specific.
how about we start with the front desk and narrow it down?
So Kerfix?
Oh
I
god,
don't
yeah.
think I love the guy. Don't think he's gonna be able to
Maybe
help
I'll
us
want
in
to see
this
it.
department.
Can Coin do an insight check on who
Sure.
here would be the most useful?
You can roll the insight check with a 21. There may be a variety of people who would know where this is. However, how would you know who would know?
Maybe an inclination on.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't.
With an
know.
insight check,
Who likes
If
dragons the most?
the leader of the consortium may know based off of the activities of the rest of the consortium. Leslie may know because of history stuff. Kerfix could have been there. There's all sorts of people in the consortium that you can visit. You look around, there's a good 30 people here in the tavern right now.
Could just shout it out.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Very subtle.
I heard that's a good idea.
I mean, do we have to be subtle? Like,
I have an idea. I don't know if it's gonna work, but Coin's gonna pull out a piece of paper and grab a quill or whatever, and he's going to write out looking for Arvig. Just on it and really big.
Okay.
Are we
become
sure
a
we
mute
want
coin.
to? Are we sure we want to not keep this one close to our chest? If I were Sigeos and I had battled another dragon, I might be keeping tabs on what that dragon is up to. And Sigeos knows that we're definitely his enemies. And if
You
they
make a good
get
point, but
wind
I've
that
already
we're-
made the sign.
He's probably
Okay.
also got like a spy network. He's probably got some inside guys.
Yeah, I feel like
Well, yeah, that's what I'm trying to avoid.
the thing is, I
Okay,
feel like
alright,
the
you
just
so
already
worried.
know we're coming, which we
Fine.
should probably do something about that. But
Don't even worry, I got it covered. Discreet. There.
Uh,
So now, anyone who reads this will know not to talk about it.
You know, Coin really got a knack for advertising.
It's what I do. And unless you're welcome to rip it out of his hand, but if no one does, Coin's gonna hold this up and just start walking through, I assume, the hallway of the consortium.
okay.
He's assuming this is outside of, like, civilian territory. So correct me if I'm wrong. I know that there's, like, bunking and stuff, but I'm assuming we've gone upstairs and now Coin is walking by everyone waving,
Sure.
holding this sign up. Just hoping to, like, get a fish on the hook.
Interesting. Okay. Huh. I have to go and... You're doing it this way.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm really painting with a broad brush here.
Yes, you
is it
are.
not the obvious way?
Hitting every possible goal.
Just find the one person who likes dragons.
Find the one person who likes dragons the most. Alright. No, I know who you guys should be talking to.
I can make another sign called Looking for Dragons if you think that'll...
No,
Alright,
that would be
man.
bad.
Certainly
Alright.
not a drag.
We might get some
Hello,
false
Puppy.
positives there, though.
Yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and remove your sign off the map there.
Fair enough.
Looking for a single dragon.
LFG.
Dragons, yeah, dragon seeking dragon, and have Bruce walk around with it.
Alright, so you will be approached by an individual in a blue cloak. As you do so, he comes up to you. Ah, so you look for Arvig, yes?
That's the idea of the sign, yeah?
Arvig, the terror of Sinluma. One would be foolish to seek him out.
Oh my
Well-
god, he sounds so cool.
I'm curious what you know of him.
Arvig
love to have a conversation.
Longtail. He is the wrath of Sinluma. He is the cause of the devastation. He is the one who brought the shadows upon the village. He is the scourge of Toivoan.
And what's he up to these days? Roughly where is he up to these days also?
He lurks east of the city of Sinluma, what remains of it, upon a white tower. Protecting it is his own lair. Should anyone approach, they die. I myself have seen this happen. He bends the
Fine.
trees to his will. They pierce his foes. He need not be involved, for they obey him.
So forgive me. I may need to do insight check on how far Sinluma is from Nausha. Have we
Okay.
been there before? This
You have not.
sounds... Okay. Then I would like to run a proper check
Sure.
on, like, walking,
Okay.
how far it is.
So, with your insight check of a 25, you haven't seen it on a map, but this guy will tell you where it is if you asked him. Sinuma lies 4 days west of here. It is dangerous, and you should not go, being within the city of Sinluma at night.
So
Once
is
you
Sinluma
join
just-
them-
It's just like his spider web now? Or dragon web?
No.
Did he even live in the city of Sinluma? Didn't he live in the castle away from Sinluma?
No. Arvig was formed upon the destruction of Sinluma. It
Were
was
you there?
terrible. No. All who were there are still there. They live on unlife.
Wait, then how do you know about it?
I have visited,
Oh.
and I
If
have
we-
heard rumors. I have drank with a survivor. Just the one. He says that he was banished from there the night before, and then escaped, and has yet returned once.
Oh,
Do you know
my-
anything about Arvig's like motives? Like what made Arvig destroy the whole city or whatever?
Oh, Arvig is evil. So evil. It is his presence that causes Sinluma to remain in shadows, corrupting all who are there, turning them upon all the living.
Does Arvik have any rivals? You know, like other dragons? Big shiny ones?
Yes. Arvig Longtail drove Sageos from Sinluma. He was
my.
attacking Sinluma, and Arvig rose and smote him. Arvig
Would you reckon
sent
Arvik
him
has
away.
a grudge against Aegeus that would make him have a common point of conflict that he could cooperate with other people over?
I do not know that.
It's just
The
a
answer's
hunch.
yes, obviously.
Would I guess? I would guess that meddling in the affairs of dragons is foolish, for one is crunchy and tastes good with ketchup.
So these
Wait,
trees,
Wait, should we put that on the campaign phrases coin?
crunchy? I don't know if that's gonna gain votes.
It kind of sounds cool, but I guess you might be right.
We'll consider it.
We can
I have a
A/B
qu-
test it.
I have a question about these trees. And you know, how tall are they? Like, could one fly over them, rendering them irrelevant?
How much do they hurt?
That
I have
too.
seen them impale a man in full plate armor, piercing him and impaling him upon the ground, only to rise as a shadow to join the forces of Senluma. Flying over them, I would advise against, for you would be in the line of sight of Arvig and the shadows. Should you go to Senluma against my advice, be stealthy or be dead.
I don't suppose you have any items from there or nearby.
No.
Are you suggesting we try to teleport in there with like zero information? That just sounds like a death wish.
No, we're pretty good at running.
Do you know
Running
anyone?
will not save you from your own shadows. Foolish.
What about flying?
We've
He
been
shakes
called
his head.
foolish many times and survived it all.
You can see us if we fly.
If we're gonna go there though, we're probably gonna need to bring like 20 scrolls of daylight, at least.
Would that help,
Yeah, we
Mister?
get rid of our shadows.
What was the question?
Scrolls of daylight help, Mister Lion?
Daylight causes shadows. You will simply allow the shadows different places to hide.
Would a scroll of darkness, like?
Enhance
would
their
everything be a
abilities,
shadow?
of course.
Oh, okay.
I think the tool of daylight would work. I think he's just being a pessimist.
He narrows his eyes at you. Realism is sometimes confused for pessimism. Kobold.
Well, if- I have this is a very technical question, so forgive me if this isn't your point. This isn't your expertise, but if we were to all find a way to illuminate ourselves, we would be casting the shadows, but no shadows would overlap onto us. Does that logic line up?
He looks at you. You do not understand the dangers of Senluma. I have warned you.
I'm trying to understand.
Go
That's why I'm
during the
asking.
day, if you go at all.
Okay, Okay, I think I like this idea of maybe going during the day, trying to do some negotiations that may or may not work, and then getting the fuck out either with a teleport spell or flying away.
Seems reasonable. I think that was what Sweet Gustus Rose said as well. She mentioned don't go at night because there's a bunch of weird, creepy things that attack us.
Will the trees impale us during the day?
Yes. Should you not pass Ardvig's tests, you will be pierced and slain,
Wait,
only
wait,
to
wait,
rise
wait,
at
wait,
night.
what?
Test. Wait, take a step back here. Test?
You should have led with that.
Yeah.
What? You thought that a dragon would not test those who approach his lair? Ha ha! You have much to learn of dragons. Kobold.
I don't know. My mom never tested people. She just was like, "Oh, I don't like you. You're dead."
I heard you tested your father.
It was like a vibe check more than a test.
Sick.
I think he passed.
I would
I did pass. Thank you very much.
Oh,
Do
I
you have
think
any
you're
details on what sort of tests he tends to
Yeah,
offer?
what are the
It just
tests?
depends on his mood.
I do not know. I did not feel up to challenging a dragon.
Maybe he's
We're
into
not
coin
really looking to
tricks.
challenge him. We're kind of more looking to like make an alliance potentially.
Yeah. An alliance with dragons is foolish and foolhardy. You know not what you choose. Dragons are treacherous beasts. They will eat you, consume you, take your gold, and lie upon it until the next adventurer comes.
I want to do that someday. Anyways.
You wish for dragon's gold? Be
No, I just
cautious
kind of want
what
to
you
sit on a
wish
pile
for.
of gold at some point.
Would a
You literally
dragon?
did that today.
Wait,
Just
also, I
recently.
already have dragon's gold. I got gold in my pocket. It's mine. Therefore, it's
There you
dragon's
go.
gold.
Here's what
Put
I
it under your
think.
pillow.
I think we can barter with Arvig. I'll be a temporary treasurer, and I'll organize all of his coins. And my reputation will show I'm not going to take anything. Do you think Arvig is someone who can be reasoned, or bartered, or negotiated with?
What if we try to send him a message?
You believe that it is a rational beast, a creature to be spoken to, a
That's how
creature that
dragons
can
are.
be reasoned with.
Doesn't hurt to ask.
Dragons are nothing but beasts to consume us. They are predators. They are unintelligent fools, simply focused upon their own wealth.
All right, I'm starting to see the slice of life you
Okay,
view it
I'm hurt by
through.
that. I'm kind of hurt by that.
No hurt was intended, kobold.
Well, you didn't hurt the kobold part of me.
Very well. Then no apology is necessary.
Okay, fuck you too then. Fine.
He smiles broadly, baring his fangs.
I was gonna compliment you for your looks, but now you're just a dick.
Oh, same to you. An honor to be in great company of such a large one.
Yeah,
I
with
just
nice
love making
cape.
new friends.
Not.
I think this guy's just a little bit biased against dragons. I think we might be getting only half of the story here.
I think he grew up in a bubble. That's my guess.
I grew up in a totally different bubble.
I believe that is how kobolds are born. A bubble made of hard shell called eggs.
Yeah. I was talking about it in the metaphorical sense, though, of like, you probably grew up in the bubble surrounded by a bunch of people who were ravaged by dragons. I grew up in the bubble where my mom was a dragon. Difference.
You
And-
also grew up with a bunch of people ravaged by dragons, I think, by that logic.
Oh,
Did
that
your
too.
mother not ravage people?
Are you referring to his
they
dad?
were ravaging people, just like not me.
So, you are preferential to dragons because they treated you well, as opposed to all the others around you. Yeah. Who is the hypocrite? Those who are cautious around things that destroy entire villages, or the one who is protected by a dragon?
I mean, it's fair.
We appreciate the
Isn't
directions.
Yeah,
Keep
they were
your
helpful.
dragons away from me. I will have to call upon the rest of the Blue Cloaks to enforce their will.
Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're gonna go follow a lead.
Have a nice day.
The blue highlights your eyes really well, by the way, on the cloak.
Thank you. The green accents yours. Perhaps
thanks.
someday we can discuss fashion for the others in your party.
What?
And he will turn and walk away.
Damn.
Coin stands there with a
Those
dress
firing in
wrapped
all
around his neck.
directions.
That was uncalled for.
I wasn't even a part of that. He really just took shots at all of us there.
I think
I
I look
can't
great.
tell if he was flirting or trying to throw shade.
I kind of jive with the hostility. I think he did too, though.
I think it was both.
It was
Well,
neither.
I go for function over fashion, so I don't care what his opinion.
Regardless, I think we got a very biased view of Arvig. I think all he was going to say is Arvig is evil. I hate him because he's a dragon. Evil, evil, evil. We're never going to get anything good out of him. But I think the reality is probably closer to something in between him being someone to negotiate with and someone who wants to murder you.
I agree. We should go in cautiously, but also I don't think we have to go in expecting he's going to immediately try to murder us. Although if he does, we should be ready just in case.
I
Setting
think
up
we
the
That
tech.
if I fly in as a dragon, he might just try to murder us immediately, knowing how the previous encounter with the Gaios went.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should maybe not go in with like a, oh, I'm encroaching on your territories type of vibe.
Well,
What if you send him a
I think
message
that
first?
we could try to send him. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, let's
Oh,
try to send him
yeah.
a message. Ruzid high
Hey.
fives, Toddy.
High five. Like one of coin's signs.
One
Just,
second,
like,
one second.
airplane it in.
Point of order.
Let's just send him this one.
Point of order here. How is Ruzid high-fiving Tati?
Flies up with his wings.
Okay,
High
thank
five.
you. I'm just checking. Because
Eyes
Are
up.
they not
I
close?
don't think
in size?
Tati's that much taller.
Tati-
I
Tati's
mean,
less
he
than
could
5 feet
jump.
tall.
He could probably jump with like a little flutter of his. That's what I'd imagine.
yes, but he's like 2 feet tall.
My hand
He
reaches.
also has 20 strength and can jump probably very high.
Yes.
He's got the
Have you
hops.
never high-fived your kid, Eric? Like,
Oh, absolutely I do. And she has to get up on a stool or whatever to get up there.
I think it's funnier to imagine Ruzid jumping up while Tati lowers her hands so they both
They
miss.
both miss.
They have to adjust.
And for the record, my kid is super tall. Like, she's 5'4". So,
We've given many high fives. Ruzid and Tati know how to make the hands meet.
Yeah, I think
So
at this
who
point in the
wants-
journey, they've figured it out.
Who wants to be on the line though to send these negotiations? I could speak in Draconic.
Well,
I
just
don't know if that'd be
checking.
helpful.
Should we maybe try and reach out to one more person, just see if anyone else wants to talk, in case we can get a different view of Dragon, or are we just gonna jump
We
in?
read
We can
one book on the
try.
subject. We are experts.
We could try. We could try to
Coin
find
holds
one.
the sign up again,
he holds the sign up again.
and he's walking.
Okay, we will get another person here. If I could spell her name right. One sec.
Don't forget discreet.
Coin draws a heart onto it because he wants to find someone with a more positive bias view.
A more
So it's
positive
Arvig-
worldview.
It's Arvig with a little heart next to it.
All right. Well, a Minotaur woman raises her hand and asks you to come over. And she's currently doodling in a book.
Oh,
Howdy.
Hi.
Do you, Coin points at Arvig's name. No? No?
I've heard the name, yes.
I would love to hear what you've heard of his name.
Well, the rumors that I was told were firsthand from a friend of a friend. So I suppose that's fourth hand? Regardless.
it's
Um,
fine.
The friend of a friend wasn't a blue cloak, were they?
no.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Okay, good. We're getting a different perspective here.
Indeed. It was actually the rumors told to a friend of a friend by one of the survivors. A man
Oh.
who called himself Brennan Thamior. And I will put his name in chat for you guys. He-
Brennan, what was his experience?
Oh, Brennan spoke that the village was destroyed, and as a result of some act by a contact of his, he was quite obfuscating of the details. He didn't wish to talk about it. He seemed very reticent. That means he didn't want to speak much or expound upon the topic.
Right.
But he did say that the village of Sinluma was nearby, and that Arvig Longtail was associated with the village, but not in the village itself, but nearby to the east, near a tall white tower in the forest. Brennan Thamior had some sort of in with the dragon, and apparently entered the tower. He didn't tell what was in it, but rather that he went, saw Arvig, and returned alive, which is more than can be said for many other adventurers who have gone.
Is Brennan still alive?
I believe so. I saw him come through the consortium just yesterday.
Oh, maybe this is our guy.
It is good to know.
Nice.
I will say that we have seen Brennan teleport away very often. He comes
You
and
sent a
goes from the...
message, though, right?
I suppose you could send him a message. Yes, I can perform such an act if you'd like. What message would you like to send to Brendan Thamior?
We might wait before we send any messages. We need to
Let-
think for a little bit, but
We're gonna
thanks for the
discuss it.
offer.
Of course. You understand that I'm a girl of action and would prefer to actually do things than simply discuss for eons upon eons.
You know, for someone with a book in your hand,
Oh,
I thought you
this
were
is
more
simply a
like-
sketchbook.
I would expect you
Would
to
you like
think
to
before
see?
writing it.
Would you like to see the sketchbook?
Yes.
Let me
Oh,
discuss
sketches.
it with my friends first. I'm
I want
kidding.
to see this.
That's. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
to be
scoot over
fair,
here.
I thought you were
Let's
more of
do
the
it.
sages and chronicles sort of one.
I am. Both. Why can one not be both?
You could be, I guess.
It's simply
Telling me a
intellectual
sage doesn't
practices.
discuss.
But anyway, here, take a look at my book. And she will show a variety of sketches. Most of them are gestures, for those of you who are familiar with the term gestures for art, that are kind of vague. Most of them, though, are of Kerfex in various compromising positions.
Oh my.
You're very open.
I don't know what I expected.
Oh no! Check out this one. Check out this one. Look.
Were
Wait,
these
wait.
commissioned?
Can I get a
hang
copy
on.
of this?
I think
I don't think he was awake for this one. He wasn't awake for this one.
No, he
Oh, that's
I
wasn't.
wonder if this guy
That's a still
posed
piece.
for any anatomical manuals.
I didn't
Never
know he
mind.
was that flexible.
Do you have any specific ones in mind, Jim?
So that's
Yes,
what I was missing
we
out
can-
on. Damn.
We could discuss it later.
Oh, that's what we forgot to pick up a new set. We need to do that before we leave town, guys.
Okay.
Hey,
Top of the
River,
list.
do you know where we I said the book about tree and which one we're talking about?
Which book?
Oh, how many of them did we have? 14 of the.
The 14 copies of those books about tales. Yeah. Are there any new additions, by the way?
How's he use?
Oh, I'm sure that I wouldn't know. And she blushes, and you can tell without needing to roll an insight check that she's lying.
Well, yeah, she's an intellectual. All right.
I must mean purely in an academic sense. I mean, even librarians know where the books are. Even if it's not the books that they read, they know where they are.
Of course. Well, I'm sure Mr. Firm would have copies.
Is
Now,
there any other information regarding Arvig?
oh,
Maybe not related
regarding
to Brennan, you
Arvig?
know?
From what I was told of rumors, and these are less reliable than those of Brennan Thamior, but rumors that the trees obey Arvig. He controls them. With a thought, he can attack without being seen. Should you disturb the birds in an area, he can simply allow the trees to attack everything there. The livestock in the area, Any wild game is too small for the trees to attack or is dead. The trees protect Arvig's lair. It is a dangerous place.
A little intense.
Got
Oh,
any
yes.
sketches of them?
A sketch of Arvig? No, I have not seen Arvig myself. And Brennan, again, did not speak to me directly, but rather
I vote
spoke
we
to the
just-
Lady Judith.
I
I
think
want to see if she can call Brennan. I mean, it wouldn't hurt to talk straight to the source.
I think we're gonna do that. I think we should send him a message to contact us via sending to elaborate more, or if he's willing to show up in Nausea to discuss.
Agreed.
Those
in
meeting place,
person.
maybe.
Yeah.
What could we give him in return? Is he the type of guy to ask for tons of stuff in return?
Well, the thing is, are we going to beeline for Sonoma ASAP? Because it's a 4-day journey. And if we do that, it's going to be hard to find a meeting place.
Well, let's see if he's around. She can always send a message. If he's around or could teleport here, we could talk.
Yeah, we
If
could give him a
not,
day.
maybe we can get a little bit of information with sending or meet him on the way. But I do think we should leave sooner rather than later because Rose mentioned that something might be happening with Arvik in the near future, and we should be getting there fast.
Then let's send him a message saying if you are comfortable meeting a group with questions. Like, I don't know how specific we want to be. Do we want to say, like, we have questions about Arvig? Please meet in Nausea? Because that might scare him off. I don't think he wants to talk about it. So we can lie and be like, hey, we're fans. We want autographs. Or
I
we
feel
could,
like people don't love telling you things when you lie to get them there. It's generally
Yeah.
not the best way to start a new relationship.
you may be onto
We
something.
could say that we're
But if
willing
you
to
go-
pay for information, like we're willing to.
Yeah.
There could be a bargaining process.
Maybe he's just a good guy. We could always just see if he wants to meet and then lead with that. If he's like, it's not really worth my time.
A party is interested in meeting you and potentially paying for your consultation on venturing to Sonoma.
The pay-in part.
I love you keep
know.
calling it Sonoma. It is Sinluma.
Sonoma? I don't know where I got Sonoma for. I was just guessing.
We're
Sinluma.
going to Lunesta.
There's a C in it, right? We don't have to say we're paying, but I was just covering bases. We can say a party is interested in meeting with you for conversation, consultation, assistance, or just to ask him questions. I don't think the wording particularly matters there, but I think that's the vibe of what we're asking. Does anyone have any
Let's do it.
adjustments? Okay. And I can like write it if you want a specific message,
Sure.
Eric. I can write one out.
Okay.
Give me a moment.
Can we ask too, or I don't know if we would just know if there's any other cities between where we are and Sinluma?
From where you guys are at, let me pull up the map.
Yeah, can we see where it is on the map?
Yeah, we're going to pull up the map here for you guys. Alright, so you are here in Nausea. Whoop, come on, mouse. You are here in Nausea. And Sinluma is over here in this blank area.
Is it like significantly inland?
Yes.
Okay.
Is it in the mountains there, or just like
Yeah,
right above?
it's on the edge of the mountains.
Okay.
Hmm.
So I'm assuming there's no noteworthy cities between us and there.
No.
Okay.
No large cities, that's for sure.
All right, let's have her send a message if she's willing.
All right, you guys can proofread this if you want as a party, but this is what Coin would intend to share with River.
Okay. Party is looking to meet you at the consortium for consultation regarding Arvig. They leave for Sinluma in a day.
Works for me.
Okay.
Are we
Seems
sending this
reasonable.
to Arvik?
Nope,
What?
to Brennan.
Sorry, I missed the step. I was confused.
So you're
You want
sending,
water? Go to the source. You know.
you're sending this message to Brennan Thamior. All right. And River's going to cast a spell, and she's going to bring out a small artifact that she will place on the table. It's orange and looks like a seashell, a little conch. As she casts a spell, the conch begins to glow, and she will whisper into it the message, word for word. After a moment, you hear, "Damn it! Not now! Ow! That hurt! Dang! Frick! Shoot that one! Damn, Echo, that was cool. And I'm thirsty. Wait, someone's going home? A party? What? Damn it. That's a bad idea. But if you go, be nice to Arvik. Don't be there at night. And avoid Sumner.
Sunder.
Sumner.
Is that like one who summons, or like summer but with an N, or or some other
Unfortunately, it's
thing that like
fall,
some
so-
other secret card
I
thing?
recognize that voice. Is that
One of
you,
those are
Saphira?
name-
Oh, hi, hey, Brennan. How's it going?
Wait, Saphira.
As you can hear me
Wait, what?
through
Why
here.
do you
I'm in a bit of shit right now.
tell
Damn
Echo
it.
Rex I said hi?
Stop that, Aimer! Dang it. Look, I'm just...
What
Damn.
did Aimer do
I
this
just
time?
spilled my flask. You caused me to spill my flask. Now I'm going to miss my next shot. Damn. Look, don't go to Saluma unless you're prepared to be super good to Arvik. Avoid Sumner, stay out of the shadows, stay alive, and don't be there at night.
Wait, what do we do to entreat Arvik? What do we have to do to be super good to him? What is he like?
Not to him. Be super good. Oh shit. Aw, crap. Another vampire. And that's when the connection will go dead.
Pretty good.
Okay, no, he wasn't talking about me. Not that I'm.
Pretty good.
Okay, so we're doomed because I know this group and all of it. Everyone here being good for any significant period of time is not going to happen.
Subjective metric.
God.
Depends on his definition of good. He's a
Good.
dragon.
You
Oh.
understand how that does not spark joy, right?
Well, if Saphira knows
Yeah.
him, they probably
Yeah.
have similar definitions
Yes.
of good.
There you go.
If you stack up all the good things we've done and all the bad things we've done, I mean, it's fixing time. That's good. Stopping the Avatar Masaba, also very good.
Okay, you understand that just evens out right there on that one.
Yeah, but we can just do a lot of bad and one good thing
Well, but there's
cancels
still-
out, just like advantage.
I mean, we can still try the Hail Mary of sending a message to Arvik and seeing how he responds.
I have
if he
a
responds at all.
solution. We bring a fruit basket.
That's such a good idea, Coin. I
Yeah?
bet he doesn't get a lot of fruit out there. And
Exactly.
it can really mess with his nutritional levels, and he's probably really like out of sorts from
It's
not
gonna be
having
a-
all his vitamins.
Wait,
It'd be a new experience for him.
Well, what do giant earth dragons
is like-
Wait,
It's
he,
the whole definition of
Dragon
good right
fruit.
here.
We're
he
gonna pick up
probably has fruit if he's a tree dragon of some sort.
probably
What
doesn't
if
have
he got,
dragon
like,
fruit.
Fish or something.
Yeah, but the lack of sunlight means they can't grow well.
What? We're gonna give him
Whatever.
vitamin D?
Roosin might.
Wow!
It just looks at you and blushes.
We're gonna get an assortment of many vitamins and many fruits, and we'll give it to him.
We like give him a call. Do you think he'd like be receptive to that? I don't think he would, but I mean, I'd like to try.
What if we send him a message and it just says, "Would you like a fruit basket?"
No, I thought the message would be like we're interested in helping you defeat Sageos.
I propose that we just get close and then send a message when we're kind of nearby and be like, hey, heads up, group of adventurers coming.
We are looking to get some advice on Sageos and try and take him out. We would really appreciate any sort of advice if you would be willing to allow us to approach and speak with you.
Also, we have a gift.
And we have a fruit basket, apparently.
There, that's the message right there.
I mean, we could send the message from here, though. No, like we don't have to be up close. We could send another message when we get closer. But like, if we send a message here and he's like, "If you show up, I will fucking kill you," I mean, that's probably a non-starter.
That might be a better
Or
reason
what
to
if
send
he
it when
says
we're
he-
close.
What if he says he prefers vegetables?
That's true. We need the extra time to curate it.
Yeah, exactly. That's totally what I meant.
We're gonna need such a big basket.
I
Hey,
can carry a
River,
really
can-
big basket.
Can I do a trade with you? River.
Yes? I didn't know you were trying to talk to her, but go ahead. You
Yeah,
guys have been talking amongst
sorry.
yourselves.
No doubt. I'm
Yeah, I
just
mean,
also
River
at her
is
elbow,
too.
looking over her notebook here. Would it be okay?
It's because you're so
would you
short.
be interested in doing a trade?
A trade? For what?
Well, I have some things that you might be interested in. I have Felix Autumnleaf's letters about the Shadowlands and the Feywilds.
Ooh. Those are interesting. What would you like to trade for?
I have an Ioun Stone of Reserve with an empty slot. I'm hoping to fill it with a 3rd level, either necromantic or evocation spell.
Oh, I'm afraid I don't know any necromancy.
You are a cleric.
Oh,
Yes, I am a cleric, but I specifically avoided the schools of necromancy as they're distasteful. I can't
Healing
even
is
revive.
Tasteful?
Don't heal anyone.
That's right. Yeah.
Damn.
I mean, what I was hoping for was spirit
Yes,
trap,
the
but
type of person who could, like, de-inflict wounds on me.
Well, occasionally I dabble.
Damn, you really caught her in a lie.
I mean, dealer's choice, honestly, River. If you're interested in the letters.
Fine. Just don't tell Carfax, please.
My lips are sealed.
She looks at you and blinks her long lashes at you. Very slowly, she's like, fine, but on just this once.
I hand over the letters.
Okay. Let's see here. What spell is she going to put in there? She will put a Revivify into it.
Like the one I least wanted. Love it. It's good.
Boring.
I didn't really think she would have Spirit Shroud.
She does not have Spirit Shroud.
I know, I didn't. I know, I didn't think she would.
In fact, she doesn't have Spirit Guardians either.
That wouldn't really suit me anyway. Like running around with a bunch of cheerleaders or whatever it is.
What do you mean? You already run around with a bunch of you.
People happy.
Let's go, Toddy.
We don't need more.
It's just the
Someone quickly make art of Ruzid in a cheerleader outfit.
That's actually the next story we're gonna make.
Okay.
right after the one of Ruzid and Oshin doing homework together.
Aw. We appreciate the help, Rivers.
Of course. Thank you for these letters. These will be quite educational as collectible items.
Yeah,
So what?
Yes?
we visited the place, but it more or less stayed in the state that we arrived to it in.
These
So
are from the
letters should be
Shantara
pretty
Grove,
high.
you said.
Yep.
Excellent. I know some people who would be very interested in these, but I haven't seen them in a couple of days. It's a shame.
Well, if you get a chance to share the story, it's one that should be told.
Of course. Thank you very much. Is there anything else?
Not from me.
She will slide a book to Tati and she will go back to her business.
Is
Tati,
it full of naked curfixes?
it is not full of naked curfixes. She keeps that for herself.
Man.
But it
God
is
damn
the
it.
book called The
Wrong
Scent
deal.
of the Sea.
Oh.
What a ripoff. I smell the sea every day. I need a book on it.
There's a
We went
book on
to
the wiki.
bottom of it.
You can go find it.
I think that's supposed to be for Bryn.
A gorgeous
So-
title, I recommend.
I'd like to go by Judith's if it doesn't.
Is it time for us to send a message to Arvig now? Or try? Probably fail. Try and fail, but hey, worth a try.
I couldn't hurt to
You
try.
Do you think that's a good thing though? Because if he's not thrilled with it, then we just tipped him off that we're going to be coming.
You know, he has 4
but
days to booby
but
trap
I mean,
the
isn't
place.
the whole goal that we want Arvig's assistance? So if he's uninterested in helping us, then why would we even like if we
It would
go? What are
save
we
us some
getting
time.
otherwise?
I think it's worth it because yeah, if he's like beyond rage pissed at the idea of meeting us, then we maybe avoid going.
Well, because like think about it, Ocean. I mean, if we go there and Arvig isn't interested in helping us, I mean, I don't think we got any business there. No.
Yeah, I guess I'm more like, do you think that he controls all of the shadows and bad things that happen? Because, like, if he is cool with us coming, but others find out that aren't, that could be bad.
I mean, maybe, but I guess I don't know. That is a good point, but
I feel like there are arguments either way. Do we want to just like vote on it and see what people want to do?
Oh, we can do that. It's not a big deal. I was more just like asking, but I'm cool. Sending the
We-
message.
We can do it discreetly, so only he knows, right?
I mean, I think that's how the sending. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you can tap into the sending spell. I mean, I could believe it, but
Let,
I mean, if it's all backwards like that, I don't know if we'd even be able to get.
let's
to it.
just make sure Saphira stands 20 feet away when we send it, or at least throw the blade 20 feet away, and then
Saphira would never throw the blade away.
Hold on.
so she stands 20 feet away, and then I think that's our best. I could even do the. I get
The gem of discretion probably won't help for him, a message being sent. But I think we have nothing to lose from trying. So
Yeah.
this message is
Exactly. What's the worst that could happen?
How are we proposing to contact this dragon?
We'd probably include some information about how we want to oppose Sageo, so he knows that we're
No, but how? Are we
Aligned.
sending him a letter?
no sending spell now.
no, it would be
You have
magical.
you have to be familiar with the person you're sending to. You can't just cold call a complete stranger.
We've heard
Ah.
so
There
much
goes my
information
business
about
idea.
him. It's probably fine.
I mean, didn't
With
we
our
just hear about
studies,
Brennan who?
Doesn't have a phone book.
I guess she did the sending.
Idea. Quinn writes something down.
What?
Phone book.
What's that spelled?
Phone.
Right.
So I
UK.
guess no sending is a no go.
Guess we're just gonna approach and try and be very nice as we approach.
Okay, then I'm gonna need to buy something.
All right, that's fine. You wanna
The
Uh,
Judas.
pick up some things? You wanna go over to Judas again before we leave?
We might
Yep.
want a backup plan if we are going in not knowing much about the intel. Are there spells to like get us the hell out on a whim if we?
Well, it's what 4 days from here. So yeah, 4 days. By that point, will we have the key up again?
It is true.
I needed a. It might be exactly save point inaccessible for 5 days.
Did you count the day that we rested?
I believe I did.
Okay.
When we got to the consortium and rested, I
Okay.
believe I did count that.
Indeed.
So it is 5 days. We would still be 1 day over. I mean, we could wait a day, but it sounds like time is of the essence.
We also have a high-level wizard with teleport.
Yeah, I
who
was saying we
could
could
probably
get
assist
ready to
us in
teleport out.
escaping.
Listen, worst case, we all assemble and we jump 1 week into the future, and then we teleport out because he's not going to see that one coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Let's
this
do it.
is this is like a drill for getting in Sageos's lair, Like start off with like a more passive dragon. If we survive that, then we're ready for Sageos.
Okay. I mean, we could always ask for Judith's thoughts on the matter. I have a strong feeling that Judith's probably gonna not like I guess.
I
let's,
imagine.
let's talk with Judith a little bit.
I imagine we're in transit during this conversation.
Cool. So
Yeah,
you guys
Judith.
head out. Got you. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you guys go over to Judith's Intricacies and Oddities. And are able to walk inside, smelling the apple and cinnamon and hearing the cheerful bell of the door. Good morning. Or afternoon, I should say. How can I help you?
Hello, Judith. I have a question.
Hello, Coin.
Do you sell a bag of colding? And for how much?
Bag of colding? Well, of course I do. They're quite popular, you understand.
Oh, yeah.
I
And
gonna got one by now.
G America has to pull up the price list here.
Never really came up.
Right.
It did come up. We just let the food rot.
It would be 4,000 gold, I'm afraid. They're very expensive.
And with
Yes.
the coin discount?
Roll
Which
your
has been
persuasion check.
established. No, that's not even a persuasion.
Right, I know.
I-
It's been established, but let's roll your persuasion check on top of it.
Okay.
Because we know for a fact Coin's going to try to get every discount he can.
I'll take the 12, honestly.
All right,
I'll take
so
a-
with the 10% discount, that would be 3,600 gold.
I think we would benefit from having it, and these fruit are gonna go rotten if I don't own one. So, coin.
Okay, I will say again, he is a dragon that can control trees. Do we really want to get him fruit?
This is a party that uses inspiration on food.
Some fruit don't
A
prosper in
bag
that
of colding
temperature.
is necessary.
Yeah, we need a
if
bag
we're
holding for other
walking-
reasons.
I
Need I remind you of the gullets?
if we're just
We still need to clean that out.
Coin
No,
puts,
we
was
already
it
did.
3,600 or 3,700?
36.
are we only buying
36.
this for the fruit?
No.
Mechanically,
for
no.
others. We can use it for other stuff. I just
Many
need it for the
things we
fruit.
could put in there.
I was just asking because I could just constantly cast prestidigitation the whole way there.
You
Yeah,
wanna
that doesn't
do
actually
Machine?
that doesn't actually prevent things from rotting. It just prevents them from smelling bad.
Well, it says I can chill them, so wouldn't that be the same thing?
I don't think that's the same as a magical
No, it
thing
doesn't.
keeping it
Yeah,
unperished.
it doesn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it-
thought that just kept it cold. That's what I
Not
was like,
cold,
what's-
cold. It's just a little coolness.
No, a bag of colding technically keeps unperishables
Right.
like from perishing.
And for the record, also, they've been wanting a bag of colding since episode 1.
Oh wow,
we
okay.
just never got.
They've
around
just
to
never bought it.
We need a cooler for our picnics.
Perfect.
This is
Uh,
a campaign goal for Coin.
Yeah, this is a tax write-off.
Because he's
probably
going to use it for his
level
corn
up after this.
stand, eventually.
Oh, absolutely. Coin. While I'm here, I got a couple more wines that I could, they're just sort of burning a hole in my pocket.
Ooh, that's
think
very
you could,
nice. Of course. I'd gladly exchange currency for your wine and the bag of holding.
If you want this over raw cash, I mean, I'm more than happy.
She will trade you,
Okay.
and she will give you the bag of holding, along with, what's that, 5,400 gold for the 3 bottles of wine.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, I thought she just meant like one wine.
Oh, no, she'll buy all 3 of them.
Right, but is she
If
from
you're
the
willing.
top? It sounds like she's trying to scam me by getting both wines and 600.
No, if you give all 3 wines, because there's 3 wines, right?
No, there's only 2. I don't know why it says the
Okay,
3
if
at
there's
the end.
2 wines, then it would be 2,400 gold plus the bag of holding.
I
She
had
could
these
give that
marked
to
as
you.
3,000 each. When
No,
I
right.
write them.
He
So
would give
30
you that gold in addition
Right.
to the bag of holding.
Correct. So your
Oh,
value
okay.
of wine is 6,000 gold.
Gotcha. Okay.
So 3,600 for the bag of holding plus 2,400 equals the value of the wine.
Okay. Apologies, I had gotten it backwards.
All good. Mathematical dyslexia is a thing.
My brain's not there.
Dude, I know exactly where you're at. Trust me.
Coin's gonna follow up by asking, "Do you know what a dragon's favorite fruit is?"
Dragon fruit. I've heard the
Dragon
joke
fruit?
many, many times.
No, it's not. I'm not saying funny, but no, I was being literal.
Oh,
Honest question.
literal? Well, it depends on the dragon, I suppose.
Well, let's just like I'll pick one out of nowhere. Arvik.
She looks at you dead serious for a moment.
It's just a hypothetical, Judith.
You know about Arvig? Now, that's a name I never expected to hear from you. Sea Toad Coin.
I'm
Right.
excited. Is this like a good excited or a bad excited?
Roll your insight check, sir.
Resist insight.
Yep, Ruse's insight. We laugh at it. But
Oh,
with an
hey.
18, with an 18, this is intrigued. Not necessarily bad excited or good excited, more of intensely interested.
I don't think
It's good.
Judith is
He doesn't
aware of
hate
our.
the idea.
This
Okay.
isn't said out loud. I'm just talking.
Right.
Mouse doing something interesting.
Judith doesn't know of our Sageos plan, and there's not an easy way to explain Arvik without.
I
telling
almost
her about
guarantee you she knows about our plan.
Oh shit.
Everybody in
Hey,
town knows about
that's-
this plan.
I mean, yeah, if anyone could figure it out, probably. Also, she probably has connections with a consortium. I think she has a badge.
So
So, Coin will, after a moment of hesitation, he'll say, "We got a lead that Arvig isn't so hot with Sageos,
You can say that
We're-
again.
who we're not so hot with, and seemed like a good lead to follow up on."
A dangerous one, yes.
So
Good.
I've heard.
Definitely. The question is,
The fruit.
oh, you want to know Arvig's favorite fruit.
yeah,
That
we're
is-
trying to like
that
get
is
him on
correct.
get on his good side so he doesn't, impale us with a bunch of trees as two other people have told us already.
Interesting. Well, I've never spoken to him before. You understand, the last time I visited Sinluma was before the devastation.
I
But-
understand it now.
I would think that something exotic would be in his interest, but he's not driven by his belly. You understand, Arvig has a purpose.
Oh.
Arvig is a created dragon.
Okay.
Judith, an atheist?
You don't know.
Maybe it just sounds like it.
Arvig is the result of a great ritual long ago that caused the light of Sinluma to be extinguished in order to form him. He is a guardian of a tower near Sinluma.
So you think
He will not be manipulated.
he would enjoy like a GMO type fruit, like an exceptionally large apple.
Oh.
She looks at you. Perhaps, but he won't be swayed by it. Arvig is unquestioningly loyal. Yeah. He will maintain his purpose. He will maintain who he is, and he will not waver.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm more interested in how we can get to a point where we're able to speak with him without us being dead. That's like the main idea here. We're looking to. Do you think he'd be willing to offer any assistance against Sageos? You seem to think that's the case, even if it does it have to do with this purpose you speak of? Like, could we tie it in?
You may need to speak to him directly. I encourage you to approach and be good.
People keep putting a lot of emphasis on good.
Yes,
Yeah, that's
Kids
an
are
interesting
good.
choice of words.
Do you mean like courteous good?
Like, was he made by people that are like evildoers, be gone, and then he killed all the evildoers or something? I don't know, something like that.
Yes.
Oh God.
Oh, that's about half the party right there.
Oh, we are. fucked.
we resolved that
No,
like
we'll be
two
fine.
sessions ago.
But
You
if
see-
he was made by magic, if things go south, can't Sizen just cast Dispel Magic?
You understand that Sumner is one of the most powerful mages that Toivoa has ever seen. And
Oh,
he
that's
is the
okay.
one who summoned and created Arvig at the cost of the city of Sinluma.
You see that sword that Sizen has? It does this thing called Give Us Advantage.
She smiles at you, almost humored. I don't think you understand. Arvig protects the tower from Sumner. Sumner cannot defeat his own creation. Sumner cannot even approach.
So it's kind of like impossible for us to approach then, right?
You may approach, simply be good enough for him to accept you. Is that so difficult?
Yes.
I just gotta
Well-
recite your
That's-
guide about how to be a good dragon, right? Like you told me.
True.
I feel like we can do this, guys. Come on.
Simply be good. The rest
Be
of the
like
party
that.
is currently like, "Grr."
Is he like that
I've
super
never done
territorial
anything
type?
wrong.
You
You know,
think
this
if
is
I
the
go
first
flying over-
group. This is the first group I've ever had in any campaign ever, even my evil campaigns. They're like, it's really hard to be good.
I truly don't see that at all. Everyone in this group, except maybe Sizen, is perfectly good.
Yeah.
Just got flippant.
Actually, shouldn't
We
we
really
just send
tried.
Saphira?
I didn't know my
Literally-
curse attracted insults too. Jeez.
Nope, that is an honest observation of how you act.
They're called verbal darts, right?
The sadness is deep. Fine. This is why I wear heavy armor. I can curl up inside of it a little bit.
You
We
should
could
you
just
should
send
meditate on your oath some more.
Do your
Saphira.
tears go to your shield, or your armor, I guess?
Oshin, what did you say?
We could just send Saphira because we just juiced the bad out of her.
We are absolutely not sending Spear in there alone.
What could go wrong there?
She's arguably the most good out of all of us right now.
That would be a very losing argument.
Hold on,
I
we
would
purged
argue-
one source of evil from her.
Yeah, we got rid of Mosaba's influence. That still leaves us with pure Saphira, and I don't think essence of pure Saphira is goodness. If that
Let's
makes
I
sense.
love
not
Saphira.
forget that she was
Right.
resurrected. She was recognized by MKL. She has a future story to tell.
She's a
Saphira is
melting
good.
pot of chaos.
Do you know a little bit about what
In a good
Arvig
way.
looks like? Like, what's the color of his scales and stuff?
Arvig is a chameleon.
Oh, what? Just like the Gaios?
No. He, unlike Sageos, only can mimic the surroundings around him. Sageos can literally become anything. Sageos has true invisibility. He can simply cease to be visible should he choose to. He can multifacet his colors to be whatever he'd like. Arvig is limited to the forest and the ground around the area that he calls home.
Oh, I'm sure we'll get along just great. He's green just like me.
Man,
He's
if
the color
Saphira
of
was
the
still a
forests.
vampire, we could just send her in and she just finds the. Well, no, she couldn't see her reflection. Never mind.
Alright, it sounds like we're all gonna have to really practice here on being good, including myself, Tati. Alright?
Remember, you don't have to be good for long. Simply be good enough.
I've never been good enough.
I'm
I can
honestly
be
not
good.
too worried.
I'm a
about that.
protector of the land. I will protect the forest. Yeah.
Very well. I wish you the very best of luck.
You never answered the fruit question, just for the record.
I recommend strawberries.
Got
Do
it.
it.
All right, next stop.
After
the
all,
closest.
Those are my favorite.
Closest farmer.
Real quick,
they're
Coin,
created.
do you have the Gem of Discretion?
Yep.
Could I borrow that? I'll catch up with you guys in a second.
Okay, Coin tosses it to you.
Are we
walk
safe?
What are
away.
you doing?
Don't worry, I'll be right there.
She looks at you as you bring the
Okay.
gem of discretion out. It raises an eyebrow at you.
I'm gonna wait for everyone else to leave.
Okay.
Can I go find the creepy dwarf then?
Yeah, you can find Borges. He's sitting right next to the door.
Just around.
The pervy dwarf. Yeah, he's right there. Uh-huh.
Dude, that's such a
just
sick shine.
doing a side on the other side of the gem of discretion, I guess, with Borges.
Once everyone's gone far enough away and/or left, I'm gonna activate the Gem Discretion. Turn to Judith.
It doesn't work here.
Oh, is this thing on?
She smiles. Any magics that attempt to deceive won't work here. And that rock attempts to deceive people outside of it.
Hey, would you guys mind heading outside?
Borges will walk Tati out with an arm, like offer his arm to her.
Before we establish everyone leaves, just because I realized this,
Sure.
would Judith be the only place in town with an abnormally large basket?
Probably
basket
she
is-
doesn't even have the abnormally large basket just because it would take up so much room on a shelf. But you can
Okay,
find
yeah.
an abnormally large basket in the bazaar, no problem.
Okay, just curious.
It's going to cost
Correlation.
you
Bazaar
2
basket.
gold pieces, sir.
I don't even think it'll fit in his backpack, so Coin's just gonna be carrying this basket around
Oh,
the whole
yeah,
On your
no.
head.
for 4 days.
You asked for abnormally large. This is a 6-foot diameter basket.
Okay, Coin
Going
leaves.
underneath, benching
It's
it.
like a turtle shell.
Dude, I once did a moving trip where I had a papasan chair on top of my car. It was great.
Oh no,
I've been
Just-
there.
Dome. Yeah, it was great.
I can't be safe.
Yeah, I would say everyone has left Judith's at this point,
Okay,
Sounds good.
besides Stacey.
except for Sason.
Judith, sorry to bother you, but you'd say that you know the town pretty well, the locations, the people in it, yeah?
You mean Nausea? Yes.
No, sure, yeah. Have you ever been to 123 Merry Way?
I've been past it. Yes.
Are you familiar with someone known as Kendall in town?
No. Should I be?
I don't necessarily know. I just had a strange experience recently in there, which the other members of the party didn't really shed much light on and seemed, if anything, confused themselves. I'm just looking for more information. I thought if anyone would know, maybe you would. But do you know if anyone else in town is very familiar with the people in it and locations around here and any strange going-ons?
I know that there was a gentleman that used to, as the vernacular goes, run with your party, who has visited 123 Merry Way on occasion.
Who's that?
An individual that goes by the name of Isaac.
Isaac. Interesting. I think I've heard bits about him in the past. You know, hard to piece things together with this group sometimes. It's done so much. Interesting. I appreciate it. That's good to know because I'd like to get a little more information about just this in general. I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this to the party members or anyone else. Not that I think you're likely to, but just if you could keep it between us.
Okay, I can do that. It's strange that you would want to keep things away from your party. It's not something I'm normally interested in doing.
It's not something I'm normally interested in doing either, but I don't know. Something was weird about that house and the things happening in it. And the others, I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting.
Well, perhaps. But we need to make sure that we trust our instincts. They're usually good.
Like to think so. And I mean, hey, hopefully everything's fine and everyone will laugh at me for being silly later, but it doesn't hurt to be a little cautious at times when they seem muddled about things.
If you'd like, I can send Borges by.
Don't. I
You
wouldn't send
certainly
anyone by necessarily. It's, like I said, it's a strange place.
Interesting. I'm not one to usually keep secrets from Borges. May I tell him?
If you trust him and think he'll keep his word not to tell others, I'm alright with that.
I trust Borges with my life. Implicitly.
Feel free to let him know then. But also, again, try to just stay away in general. And I don't know, if anyone else is poking around and is interested in going there, maybe keep them away.
Very well.
I'd like to know more about it, because it's, yeah. Sorry, maybe I'm overreacting.
I understand. I hope you're wrong.
I generally hope I'm wrong. And good news is I generally am.
Have a wonderful day, Sison. It's a pleasure doing business with you.
Always a pleasure. I'll head out and look for the party.
Cool. You guys head out, and Borges is currently talking to Tati. And you know, that's how we handle things back then.
People still handle things that way too sometimes now. But Borges, did
Yeah.
you make any progress on that enchantment we were talking about last time?
Been practicing, yeah.
I've got some new toys that I think it'll work. If we were talking about making sending stones small enough to fit in the toy, but to send pictures instead of audio.
Right. And, well, see, I got them working one way and not two ways. So,
Pretty impressive, though.
yeah, well, I mean, just like my biceps.
Your biceps are also pretty impressive. But
Thank you.
this is gonna fit in the toy and be just perfect.
Right. You know...
Are they ready?
Well, no, they're not ready, exactly. You see, the enchantment got a little bit fluffy.
But oh, I gotcha.
Yeah, see,
Needed it.
well, they're kind of like this. Look, and he produces a small rock, okay?
Mm.
But the small rock has fur all over it. Pink. Bright pink fur. And on one side, there's two eyes and a beak. He's like...
I gotta say, I was not anticipating this level of fluffy.
Yeah, right? They're kind of too much Furby, so I kind of want to work on them a bit.
Yeah, it doesn't... I'm racking my brain trying to remember a time that Ruzid was fluffy. But I mean, he did have a friend named Fluffy at one point.
Indeed.
Cloak of Billowing sort of had a fluffy essence to it, but it wasn't really fluffy.
There was a time he cuddled with a friend named Fluffy.
Yeah? And got fleas.
He did get fleas. Maybe not the best.
Wait, how do you know that?
It was not a secret, buddy.
We definitely told everybody.
Ow.
Boy kept eating your fleas for like months.
It's part of your epic story, Rizzo. Don't worry about it.
He was not discreet about it either.
No, he wasn't. All right.
Wait, no,
Good.
Gene, does this mean I can't hug you anymore?
He doesn't have them any now, Oshin. Keep that in mind.
I promise.
All right. Well, Borges will go back inside and continue working on the enchantment.
But design a different toy then maybe too.
Less
What about-
fuzzy. It's
Or
fluffy.
something that incorporates fuzzy. I wonder what
Yeah.
specifically in the enchantment caused it to go fluffy.
Yeah, roll with it, glue some fur to Ruzid.
I'm a little bit thinking maybe we could like orchestrate the next chapter of Ruzet's story to include some fluffiness.
You could start off with like an Oshin toy. you know, just like the easy production copy.
That's a question, because this bugged me the other day. And this is a weird question, but for Oshin, are you well brushed or are you kind of shaggy?
I would say that he brushes it, but just by nature it's shaggy. But like well kept, so it's not like matted and knotted. But
Does he use conditioner?
yes, of course.
Okay.
He's very.
So
I
he's a
would
good
say-
looking cow.
Yeah, he spends too much time inside and not outside, like rolling around in the mud like other barbarians.
Gotcha. So he doesn't have a ton of split ends and stickle burrs.
No.
Gotcha. Okay. So he's a good looking Highland Minotaur. Gotcha.
Was
He's,
there ever-
he's ready
yeah.
for the show day.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna get blue ribbon.
From somebody.
Coin's next two stops would be to get the comically large basket,
Yes, sir.
and then to probably like a farmer. I don't know if there's like a or
You're in a
fruit stands,
bazaar.
maybe.
Yeah, they've got markets. Yeah, you can find some strawberries.
Well, Coin's trying to get an ensemble.
Okay. How much food do you want to fill a 6-foot basket?
Well, no, these are going in the bag of holding.
Okay.
They're going to be transferred once we're closer.
Gotcha.
And
So-
while I mention that, we should probably put the bag of holding in the journal on roll 20, like we
that'd
did
be
the
a
bag
good
of
idea.
holding.
Yeah, I will
Just
go
for
in
the
there.
sake of-
You guys.
It holds 100 pounds, I think. I might need to use most of that for this dragon, honestly.
I was just thinking too, as far as like what is in our actual bag of holding. Did we ever figure out? You were making potions last session. Did we determine? I
Oh.
guess,
I think he got distracted and
got
started
distracted.
Logan instead.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
He came up with a list of slogans for Ruzet's campaign instead.
Hey,
Oh, okay.
those slogans are great.
Got distracted.
I didn't know if they both happened,
totally
or,
worth it.
but
Negative.
He did like an hour of potion making, and then like he talked about the slogans and dropped everything.
Yeah. For the players' benefit, this group functionally, when they're in downtime, do not do optimal anything.
Nope.
for their benefit.
Yes.
We do
In
so
combat,
much, though.
in
We do
combat,
so much in downtime.
oh, absolutely. In combat, this group is like extremely optimal. Granted, but when it comes to downtime,
Extremely fun though.
extremely fun, and tons of story, and it's great. I love it, but do not expect power gaming from the downtime of the train wreck.
We do it sometimes, but it's usually just a potion or two
Right.
during a long
Yeah,
rest.
juice.
I feel like optimized food cooking happens.
Right.
We should probably do that. We should like make the coolest
wild.
pie ever.
I think it's the inverse of optimize. We optimize making the food, but because there's no tangible benefit to the party, we just use all of our inspiration on it.
It's
I
true.
have 1 success in pole dancing, 1 success in trick darts, 3 successes in intimidation.
You're very successful.
I think Crystal was the only party member we've ever had who actively took a feat to gain expertise in a downtime skill.
Yep.
And she is, of course, long gone.
Yeah, that didn't stick.
By the way, she says hi.
Hell yeah.
Oh, good.
Speaking
Hi,
of
Crystal. Hope you're doing well.
cooking, then though, will Bryn get to use his cooking skills to design the fruit basket?
Ooh, to arrange it?
Ooh,
Oh, I
yeah.
would.
That's a fun idea.
Coin
I
would
didn't
love
think of
that input.
Yeah,
Or
let's
maybe
go.
like make some
Get it?
chocolate-covered strawberries. To,
Yeah.
yeah.
You're not allergic to
Strawberries?
chocolate, right?
Dragons are not allergic to chocolate, as far as you know.
I mean, I
Okay.
ate chocolate. It's pretty good.
Does lactose intolerance, is that something dragons have to worry about? I mean, probably
It
not
is
if they eat
gluten-free.
like whole cows.
They're not mammalian,
Yeah.
right? So
Um,
it wouldn't wean.
I don't know. I think a lot of dragons can kind of just eat whatever. Like, they got some pretty tough stomachs.
yeah, and if they eat whole mammals, that would include milk.
You
somehow.
know what Arvig would love? those chocolate coins, like a gold.
Oh yes, I vote for this one. I would like to see a chocolate covered coin.
Well, no, hold on.
Wait a second. What?
You know what I mean?
No chocolate covered frog legs.
I'm gonna have to shut that one down for now.
Oh,
If
okay,
we get
okay.
really desperate.
That was gonna
Yeah,
be a
once-
great one. I love the fact that you're the one that recommended it too.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Listen, if I have to dress up in some nice, gold tuxedo, maybe, but that's the line.
Hey,
Uh,
that'd be kind of cool.
All right, we're picking up fruit. Is there anything else we need to pick up for the journey, or anything else anyone needs to do?
Okay, you guys spend 5 gold on fruit.
Well, no, hold on. I
How
want to
much you
be.
want to spend?
I want to be
Only
valid
5
about
gold?
this. No,
We're filling
this
up
is
this
for a
basket.
dragon. I have a 6 foot by 6 foot, I believe, basket
Yes, sir.
and
And a bag of gold
holding
that holds how
that can
much?
carry 100 pounds.
Okay.
You better
So-
back that out. 100 pounds is like a Scooby snack for the.
100
Scooby snack
pounds
for me.
of, we can call it an assortment of fruits.
Sure.
I think it's going to be a lot of strawberries and a lot of dragon fruit.
Okay.
But if we just ballpark it, how much is 100 pounds of fruit going to give me?
Oh. How many pounds in a bushel?
Eric's like, I get asked this every day, every campaign.
All right, so you're going to have 2 bushels worth. So that's going to be basically 100 pounds. And that's going to cost you right at 5 gold.
Really?
I got this, and I chipped that over.
You're too kind.
He's got nothing left.
That was only a third of my gold. I'm fine.
Spent 33% of his gold. Big investment.
You hear the flick of the coin in the air and then a puff of air come out of Oshin's pocket right after.
Do you wanna go shopping, Oshin? Like we can help you out, man.
But, I'm okay right now. Well, I don't think I need anything yet.
At the temple, we're taught to donate charitably when we have the opportunity to do so. You can have some of my purse, man.
I very much appreciate that. If I see anything I like, I'll let you know.
No, because then it feels like you're asking for it, and it's better if you can just get what you want when you want it. I'm gonna just separate my purse and pass it over. I wanna pop 10,000 gold.
You're
into
going to give him
Oshin's pocket.
10,000 gold?
Jesus.
Oshin, you've been granted 10,000 gold.
Thank you.
Equivalent to
Don't know what I
approximately
did to
$2
deserve
million.
this.
It's a small loan.
This is
No,
this is
small
how
loan would
he's
be
spending
5,000
money.
gold.
True. Don't spend it all in one place, Oshin.
That could be so much fruit.
Punting it all on the
I got it
stock market.
covered. I mean, you got it
What
covered.
about like some dry goods to like complement the fruit? Because then it can like help flesh out the meal, but also not have to be stored in the bag of holding.
Understood. So what she's recommending is that you guys get some good old raisins and peanuts.
Oh, yeah. I feel like a dragon would hate a peanut because they can't really crack it, you know?
Have you?
Make sure to get the little chocolate bits.
Did you
Those are the
say that
best
you
part.
can't crack a peanut? Have you seen my teeth?
Okay, no, to clarify, I think a dragon of Arvig's size would find no joy in cracking a peanut and then trying to pick up the single peanut off the ground.
Wouldn't it be like a big
You can
pile of
eat shells.
peanuts and
You can
just
eat
kinda,
peanut shells, Coin.
Kind of like vacuum it up like an elephant.
Oh,
As a
notoriously the
courtesy-
best part of the peanut, the shell.
As a courtesy, we could pre-shell the peanuts.
That's
That's a better
He
idea.
might not have the fine motor control if his teeth needed to shell something that small.
Oh, I was just talking about eating the thing.
That
whole, like,
amount
I
of
didn't care.
thoughtfulness, Bryn, is very good. I
It's
think we're
very
on.
thoughtful.
Very good.
This is why you're the chef.
Bryn actually said that in a mocking way because he thinks this entire idea is completely insane. But I love that the entire party just takes it at face value.
The camera cuts to the party buying unshelled peanuts.
Bryn spends the next 4 nights just shelling all the peanuts.
Dried out,
Dragons.
bloody hands, needing lotion.
Perfect.
And will help because that is also good.
Do you think Arvik would like
that's
ice cream?
That's a nat 1 on the peanut check, guys. I'm gonna need some inspiration. for these peanuts.
I mean, I like ice cream, but I don't know if I'm like the dragon Epicurean. I'm just like a dragon, half dragon.
Ice cream? Couldn't hurt. What would be a dragon's favorite ice cream?
I mean, I really like chocolate, but that's just me.
Brand,
we
you've
should-
been granted inspiration by the Twitch chat. First up,
Nice.
for
Very
your
spicy
nuts,
ice cream.
sir.
Icy ice cream.
I would
Wait,
Like,
it's
I'd
just
like
like
to
ice
pass,
cream.
real quick. I'd like to pass my inspiration over to Oshin for his vitamin D joke that he made earlier.
Very
because
well.
that is some of the fastest
so
wit
funny.
I've ever seen in this party, and I want to
so
just.
Very well.
Thank you.
Like cinnamon ice cream would be spicy ice cream. I think a dragon would
It's
like.
actually not. We have a place here in San Antonio that sells it.
How about
That's
rum
fine.
ice cream?
Like chili ice cream, like with chilies in it.
That
We
is
can buy
also-
vanilla ice. Go ahead.
Really?
Like a pepper, like not like chili, like the pepper.
Be both chilies.
No, the
No,
peppers
that would be
are hot.
disgusting.
They're not chili.
Naturally. Yeah. So we buy some vanilla ice cream and just a bunch of random peppers and then just stuff them
Maybe
in.
we could go back, ask Judith what her favorite ice cream flavor is, and then mine is chocolate, and then we like pick one in the middle.
I vote that the party walks back into Judith's and Coin just goes, "What's a dragon's favorite ice cream?"
The response is banana.
What was that?
The response is banana.
Banana? Not my first guess, but okay.
You're just
Coins-
sending us away.
She's absolutely just sending you away. 100%.
Coin buys. He goes back to a market or whatever.
Yep.
He's gonna buy some banana ice cream and a handful of peppers.
How are you getting ice cream?
Are you just giving him
Ice
banana?
cream store.
I need
obviously.
lore master. Where's the ice cream in this town?
There's no ice cream in this town.
There's none.
There's none. Why would there
Okay,
be
well-
ice cream in
okay, well,
D&D?
Are there any
Because it's
cows?
hot outside.
There's magic.
Are there any cows in town, Aaron?
There are some cows in town, yes, sir.
Okay, then I think you know where this is going. We're gonna find some cows.
Can I just say?
Now he's
I
doing
really
so many
appreciate-
good deeds.
I really appreciate that we've spent like 8 weeks locked in a single combat to determine like the fate of the world, and now this entire session is basically a big shit post. I love it.
Back to the usual.
All right, so you go collect milk from cows. You collect eggs from chickens. You collect sugar from the sugar canes, and you put them all together. How are you going to chill them?
Oh, probably with a bag of colding if I had to.
So you put them all in the bag of colding and start shaking the bag of colding?
Let's not go that far.
Okay,
No, we gotta stick like a quarterstaff in and churn it, right?
okay.
Well, hold on, this, I have
Maybe you
100
don't have like a spell for instant freezing or something.
Does anyone have a cold-based spell on their spell list in this
coin
party?
yells. Coin yells. There's,
Chill touch.
You have
there's
chill
gotta be
touch.
someone in this town that can freeze this ice cream. And then
Chill
just
touch.
walk.
Chill touch is
Ice cream?
necromancy. Just saying.
If we get a bunch of ice,
Oh wait,
we could
I
It's
get
gonna
all
taste like the
into a
river.
resilience sphere and shake that.
Wait,
I
oh
have
my God,
chromatic
that's so
orb.
smart.
I can just hit it with cold.
I mean,
cold.
it's
That would
worth a
probably
try.
Freeze burn it.
Alright, so we'll have Coin with all his ingredients stand in front of Oshin, who hits him with a cone of cold.
Okay. So you keep hitting it with the
Okay.
cone of cold.
Wait,
All
Coin
right.
has like a bucket of, we'll say
is it
like
like
20
a
pounds.
table-sized prep sort of thing? Are we like trying to put on a show?
Oh, we missed out. We've been missing out on an opportunity for tickets and gambling.
Anyone in the
Gambling.
party resistant to cold?
Wait, we should get like
No.
a big cheese wheel and then get some pasta and put it in the wheel.
Oh, that's a good idea.
We'll get that. That's next. That's next for the basket. But Coin's got like 20 pounds of this faux ice cream in a bucket,
Sure.
and he's holding it out to
Parmesan ice
Oshin.
cream.
All right. So Sheen,
Let's save the flavor testing for after we have inedible
All
scoop.
right.
Oh wait, I almost forgot something. Coin's gonna get a pestle and mortar, throw a couple peppers in, grinds them up, then pours it into the bucket of ice cream,
Okay.
of liquid ice cream. Then he holds it out.
All right. Ashin?
Yep. I'll hit that. Just a sec. Oh, this is gonna be so cold.
I told you it's gonna cause some freeze burn. You really want that?
I want the ice cream, or is it?
That's
All right.
not that bad.
So the chromatic orb sails into
Oh.
the bowl. And it's going to chill the bowl exceedingly cold. This could kill a commoner easily.
Oh, I accidentally
Going to
cast that
find
at second level. I meant first.
Oh,
but-
too late.
Okay.
Too late.
What's done is done.
So you now have a solid block of this stuff.
It'll thaw over time. Then it'll be
Okay.
perfect.
This is how ice cream works, right? It starts off frozen and then it sort of softens.
I thought there's a whole like tempering process. Or maybe
Yeah.
that's for chocolate.
I think you're supposed to like fold it and mix it a bit.
Hold it.
Can I
Coin. I don't
just
think I
use
can
this
do that.
Wait, we
taking
can
to
do
warm
shaved
it?
ice, but it's like shaved ice cream.
It needs to
Ooh.
melt. Oh,
That's brilliant.
like where that's gone.
Dying
How are we
over
gonna
here,
shave
guys.
this ice cream? Do we have any razors?
If only we had people that had like good work with blades.
Could
There
really
we
use that right now.
At
We
the
could
bureau.
find someone
Staring
like
at the
that.
bureau.
Exactly.
If only we had someone with some really quick hands and some even quicker stabbing implements. Maybe someone that could do it with some flair.
Someone with fine precision skills and a strong swipe.
Right. Oh, what is it that you want me to do exactly?
Swipe or no swiping?
I need
Wait,
you to
make
shave
a
my ice
sculpture.
cream.
You're pretty good at that, right? What if you make an ice cream sculpture
Oh.
of yourself?
Awesome, like,
Oh wait, actually, it should be
no,
probably
no,
of the
we
dragon,
have to-
not of yourself.
I don't know what Arvik looks
Exactly.
like.
Exactly. I don't know either, but
Wait, maybe we should ask Judith what he
okay.
looks like.
Wait,
Okay,
no, we know
exactly.
that he's like reflective, right? He's like he's a camouflage. So
Well, if-
ice is perfect, actually.
If it was like 3 days from now, I could turn into a dragon and like pose, and then you could like do me, and then it kind of, I mean, it'd be a dragon.
no, I've seen plenty of dragons. I know exactly what they look like. I know what you look like. I can do it from memory.
Okay, Saphira, yeah, you need to ballpark a dragon with this block of ice. And
You got it.
I believe
And then the shavings we're gonna use for shaved ice cream.
we're gonna find an appropriate spot, lay down, I guess like, a tarp or some sort of good surface. Put this ice on it, and then just let Saphira go to work.
While she does, I think we should go into town and get an audience. She always
I
works
think-
better with an audience.
I think an audience
We
is
need
going
an
to
audience.
find its way here on its own.
People passing by will absolutely stop and gawk at the thing that you are doing.
I think there's already 22 people staring at us from the street.
There are 22 people looking at you from the street.
Wait, we can turn this into a campaign event. Coin, quick.
Welcome
It
everybody
sounds like he
to
is
the Fira's
Wow.
ice shaving
quite
show.
confident.
Name pending.
Wait, you gotta tie it in. You gotta tie it in.
Pay me a gold or go away.
No, it's a campaign event, not a profiteering opportunity, you dumbass.
Out of character, I thought you meant a different campaign, and I had to like I had to connect two dots there.
You wrote 20 slogans, Coin. The
Paid
fuck?
for it. It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay me, everybody. Stop. I see you walking away. Stop. On
This
behalf
event is sponsored by me.
on
Rooted.
behalf of Ruzid, they go bald, we go bolder.
Vote for Roosid for mayor.
Saphira, what are you doing?
Alright, I am trying to carve the ice into. Since I don't know what Arvik looks like, I'm basically picking like a composite of all the dragons that I've encountered. I know that he's describes me as a ground dragon, so I want to have him like curling out of the ground and then like kind of curling around a tower. It is a very complex design in my mind.
Very
Oh,
well.
please get in that one.
Well,
Please get in that one. I would give any amount of money for this to be in that one.
it was ready to actually roll.
So, this is a sleight of hand check, sir.
It's gonna be a completely different animal.
This is with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, a 23. Alright. So, you do a very nice rendition of what's in your head.
What Saphir has done to this ice, everybody, Ruzid will do to your town. Not in a literal
No,
sense,
no,
but he'll
no.
transform it into something beautiful.
It'll be
Oh, you're-
beautiful.
You're about to say
not
that he's
carve
gonna
his
slice
house
them up.
into a new shape.
I had to pivot a little at the end there.
Good pivot, good pivot. You're a great running mate.
You're a great runner. You're a
I don't
great
run.
mayor in training. What are you?
They
I'm
also
part of a
call
dragon
me-
form coalition for Nausha.
Coin does
What
a
else
coin
can you
trick.
block ice? I'll carve it up too, I guess. Or like, get the gold piece.
And remember, everyone, don't aim for Aimer.
A bunch of coins soar over Ruzid's head. And then roll back to coin
Okay.
somehow.
Neat.
You know, it's like we're on a hill, so they roll back naturally.
Naturally.
Okay, we just
They're
got at
tiny
least
yo-yos.
like 5 campaign points for that.
How many campaign points do you need to win?
10,000 probably.
Gotcha. Every little bit counts.
You gotta fight for what's right.
So do you think we should have the ingredients to do this on the day that we meet Arvik, just in case, like, the presentation might be part of it?
You mean like we need another 20 pounds of ice cream
Well, like,
to
he
do this
might
again?
he might appreciate seeing how it's built and like the
Oh,
whole
Well,
build
I
up.
was talking about the whole tableside service
well, see-
concept earlier. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think
See, if we don't tell him how it's done, then he has to let us go so that we can do it for him later.
But
we
he
could
might be
use,
amazed.
like big what are those like the the big curtains that you walk behind and then emerge with the fully formed product.
Okay. Sizen, go buy some milk.
Well, I don't think that's necessary.
How else are we gonna make it there? Yeah, but we just used it.
I think we should just get more milk.
So you guys can go spend another 2 gold on buying the milk supplies and ice cream supplies for the second batch of 20 pounds of ice cream that you did not put on a tarp on the floor and carve into a shape of a dragon.
Yes, precisely.
Understood.
And I don't think dragons are that picky. I wouldn't be. I would.
So,
Are we just gonna leave this one here, or what are?
It's a donation to the
Put it in bag of
people.
Holden.
Sponsored by Rudy
bringing this one.
Purveyor.
This the whole point was to bring this.
Oh.
Where are we leaving?
Let's bring it.
Okay, I didn't know if we were making it
doing
there
this was
instead.
for Arvik.
Okay,
Can
that's
I
fine.
give it a sniff? What's it smell like? Does it smell good?
Well, decent.
Peppers and bananas.
Please roll your
mostly.
1d100, Mr. Coin.
Is it banana and pepper flavored, or
Yes.
banana pepper flavored?
It is perfect.
Go on, Eric. How does it smell?
It is perfect. You will
It
never
shimmers
get
with-
ice cream this good ever again.
It shimmers in
I'm
the
just
light.
kind of drooling. Can we just have a little bit right now?
No,
Nope.
no, it's for Arve.
It's going in the bag of clothing right now.
All right.
Nazi, I think we can just lick up some of the shavings.
I'm gonna try to look
I
up
mean,
the shit.
yeah.
They're on
Okay.
the tarp.
You lick the melted shavings of ice cream off the tarp, and your tongue will begin burning.
This is the best thing we've ever had. Oh wait,
It
I'm
sounds
sorry,
good.
Bryn. But it is really good though.
This is almost as good as his pizza.
I'll take that. I'll take that.
Would you
Imagine if we
describe
had
it
pizza
as-
and this.
Would you describe it
That's
as good?
I
think
would
it's
describe
very
it
good.
as very, very,
Yeah, very,
very good.
Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. That.
It'll drop into the bag of colding gently, which is now 60 pounds of random fruit, 20 pounds of this statue, and another 20 pounds of an ice block that we haven't sculpted. And 40 pounds of fruit that I've now had to throw away, I guess. Because it won't fit in there.
What fruit goes
Wait,
bad?
wait! Donate to the people. For Ruza for mayor.
Or, I think if you put a little bit of salt on it, it'll be good for a few days.
Throughout the duration of that performance, Coin was handing out fruit to passerbys, so 40 pounds of fruit is lost.
Understood.
Donated to the city.
Oh, by the way, Coin. Now that we're
You have
finally
gained some good vibes from the city.
now that we're
Poison.
starting our
Campaign points?
campaign in earnest, we're gonna need to start hiring some pollsters, get some info on the ground, figure out what the good trends are.
I agree entirely. What's a pollster?
Someone who gets the, polls the people, asks them what they think.
So violent.
Why do you want to pull them? I mean, don't you want to push them toward voting?
Well, we can push them towards voting by figuring out what they like.
With really big bowls.
I think it's all push and pull.
Well, we just did a
I
lot of
do have
polling
to ask-
today. We probably
We
got
just-
like at least 10 votes from that.
I do ask one thing.
Mhm.
Putting this out to the people, are you hoping that this effort bears fruit?
It'll be very fruitful.
It already is.
Write that down. Write that down.
Coin throws an apple at you that looks vaguely like a tomato.
I'll try to dodge. Working dodge.
Good try.
Actually, wait, no, I don't need to dodge. I'm probably like right by Jason, right?
Oh no.
Wow, you've been struck by an apple that looks like a tomato.
It's uncanny.
It's a really fat apple, really wide.
Okay, so wait, now are we ready to go see Arvin?
Yeah, let's
believe
go.
so.
What time is it?
I don't know, time to go.
It's like 6 p.m., maybe 7 p.m. at night.
So if
Perfect
we
timing.
arrive now,
Well, hold on.
Yeah, I cast teleport.
Didn't we say we're gonna send him a message?
I mean, we can try. Wanna try?
Oh no, we
I thought
can't
we can't
because
send him a message.
Oh,
We
right.
do,
We don't know
because
him.
we. Oh yeah, we don't know him.
Sorry, I've been. I
You
got
thought
very
you did.
focused on the basket. Then we really just have to start traveling westward for 4 days.
All
I'm
right.
gonna do a quick
Well-
double check because I don't. Out of character, we'd never.
You could try to teleport a little closer to the destination. It might not be
That's-
successful, but it might save us a couple days.
that's
where
what I
if
was
we been
asking
that
Eric,
is
but
closer?
he said
I-
that there's nothing between them.
I'm sorry, repeat that, Oshin.
Oh, that's why I was asking you earlier when you brought up the map if there was anything between us and there.
There's not. Right.
What about on the far side, though?
Negative. You can find the
What
ocean.
about north of it?
The ocean.
Okay,
Look,
but
we need some time anyway.
I thought of a new one. What about the south side?
The
Is
south
any place
side?
to the south?
Not anywhere nearby.
Eric, would you be able to pull up the map and
Yes, sir.
estimate
Sure.
geographically where it is?
Sure. Based off of what you guys have been told, we're going to zoom in here a little bit. It is on the edge of the mountains over here.
Okay.
So if you want to
Around-
zoom in, right around there.
Around like right there.
Yep.
Where's Saphira's Cove? Is that way down here?
Yeah, Sphere's Cove is technically this little cove right here.
What about where the siren hit us?
The what? I'm sorry.
We got hit by the siren.
By the siren.
Actually,
You cut out.
no. We got attacked. There were like fish people. There were sharks being rode as horses.
Oh, that was over
water.
here.
Hmm.
Our ship should be somewhere between here and like Sahua.
Correct. Your ship is technically right about here.
We could maybe teleport. I guess probably wouldn't save a ton of time. No, actually, maybe it wouldn't.
What about the creepy ghost ship? Where was that?
You have no idea where that is.
We would not know where that is.
Right.
We have no idea where that is, but there's a non-zero chance it's slowly stalking us because we think it's scrying on the hat I'm wearing.
Mhm. All right, let's just walk then. Can we get a cart? Or let's
Well,
get
why don't we
some more
fly?
mounts. It's been so long since
I can't. I just said I can't. Oh, I guess we could do the carpet.
We were told if we fly there and we get close enough, Arvig's gonna see us and he might just, shoot us down or not
Well,
be.
If I
Wait, but
really
aren't the
low.
trees gonna impale us on the ground as well?
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of a lose-lose.
A, we could stop flying when we get close. B, I feel like flying and like doing something to kind of draw his attention in a non-threatening way is maybe not a bad idea because the trees
Maybe
kind of
skywrite.
attack automatically.
Skywrite something.
Alright.
Yeah, honestly, that's not a bad idea.
We could skywrite him like on attack. We hate Segeos too.
It's a little too
Do any of
specific.
us-
But
do any
we
of us
come
have
bearing
Skywrite?
gifts.
We brought fruit.
Maybe
Yeah,
we could just
Is
write we're
there a
good.
spell with-
No, just one word, delivery.
There you go. I like that one.
Alright, Ruzin, you write you up.
I don't know how to do that. We need a scroll. I don't know that spell.
Could
Good
send you
for
up there to just would like load you up on beans and then let you fly up there yourself.
Oh. No, that won't work.
I mean, how do you know? Don't direct until you try it.
It sounds like
I
you
would-
already tried it.
I would argue that 4 days of travel would give Coin a lot of time to prep potions, which we
And this,
don't have any
means-
supreme or superiors
Let's-
right now.
That's so many
Let's
more
get
campaign
A
slogans.
super cool mount and a cart.
I'm right here.
I feel like we should
Yeah,
still just
but you
fly.
can't fly right now.
Okay,
and
that
I
is true. That is very
and
true.
I miss Death Talon, and I want a cart.
I missed that talent.
Don't we have multiple carpets?
Yeah.
Wait,
Do we?
before we go, like I said, skywrite, scroll? No? Maybe?
I think that's not a terrible idea.
Yeah, let's.
Yeah,
pick
let's
one.
grab one.
Okay.
Oh, did Amer like take all of them?
Amers
Back to Judas
bought
the third
all
time.
of. He not only bought the scrolls, but he actually converted them into a wand of Skywrite.
Oh, that's such a good idea.
So
Did you
he
buy
had,
all
I
the
think-
scrolls?
I hate it.
There's the one guy that shows up like clockwork every day though. If we ambush him, take his wand.
Let's not attack the blue cloaks.
Wait, is this
Not
my
all of them,
competitor?
just one.
Wait,
that
we
actually
need to
seems
stop
like
here. This could be bad optics for the campaign if I'm going around
That's true.
attacking my competitor.
Well,
Okay, so
actually, I
Reuben
think
stays
we're
calm.
moving.
See,
I
here's
think we're
convince everyone that the blue cloaks are actually being treacherous.
Okay, there we go. If we do that, that'll work.
I think it was power too.
Maybe we just go with
It
that.
is pretty fucked that the blue cloaks are supporting Amer this
This
public
sounds
way.
very political corrupty, if I'm being
I
honest.
also think removing.
I think it's
removing
already
Amer's-
corrupt.
Getting rid of the
disagree.
wand of Skywrite would be seen as a public service. I think.
Yeah.
We should. Let's ask the
We
That
just
would
posters.
be
steal it?
good. That would be good.
You're not wrong because they are using it to creep out the general populace by trying to get Amer a date. So actually, I am coming around to it.
I think it's
we-
only negative for their campaign. I mean, what has he done? Just rin crap on the sky that no one likes? I feel like it'll help me if anything.
It's
I
gonna
agree.
help you. It's the optics is what we're focusing
Never
on.
interrupt your opponent when he's making a mistake.
Yeah, all right.
You know, people always said that when I was doing people, and I understood that.
But us taking the wand would be interrupting him while he's making a mistake. By definition, we would be interrupting him doing the thing that people don't like.
let's just go. I feel like let's.
Doesn't
You know,
well, we
can
know
we
a lot
attempt
of
to steal
wizards.
that,
Does
Eric?
anyone know?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
If we can attempt to take that wand.
You can do so, but you're going to, if you guys do manage to steal it, it's going to go missing. They will actually hunt it down. You're going to essentially add an entire campaign enemy to the party, and you will no longer be welcome in Nausea. And
sounds
Bruised's
funny as
campaign
hell.
will end.
No,
Or-
campaign.
Or
Oh.
we will be
But that's
welcome
how
in
would they
Nausea
know
because we'll be
who
the
took
new.
it?
Because they have
There's that.
divination experts in the Blue Cloaks.
And we are famously weak to divination.
Yeah.
I have an honest question. Isaac lives in Nausea, right?
Yes, sir.
Would he
Mhm.
have access to that kind of scroll, or know someone who might have one in their back pocket?
Hold on,
Uh,
Isaac lives here.
yes, as it goes
Yeah.
here.
We just need
Oh, great to
Oshin
know.
to learn.
His family has like
You
a
seem
restaurant.
weirdly excited about that, Sizen. Did you have some business with him?
Oh, I've just heard a lot about him, and I met your other party member, a couple times now when we've gone to the Coronacrum, but I've never really met Isaac.
We passed by Giancarlo's a couple times.
Yeah, Giancarlos is right over there.
Why haven't we
When
stopped
we were
him?
fighting a bunch of mind flayers, and he just fucking went in front of all of them, cast chain lightning on himself, and hit all of them. It was so cool.
It just never really came up.
Very
I
cool.
honestly
respect that.
Like, Giancarlo's food is great, but it's very filling, and sometimes I just want a light meal,
No, nothing's too filling for me.
So I am checking Isaac's sheet here, and no, he does not have Skywrite.
Dang.
Sorry.
Someone
Okay,
in
just
consortium
worth a
might
shot.
know it.
That too?
I think the
No?
most non-necrotic cleric in the
No,
world.
she does not
might
know
it.
Skywrite. Absolutely does not know Skywrite. In fact,
Man, if only we could just pull this scroll out of, like, a hat or something.
We actually already did. And
A
so
Skywrite?
we get
Yep.
another one. Yeah,
What? When did we do that?
we used it
Also,
to
what
last
rhyme
time
did we
Amber
say?
was. Last time
Oh,
was-
right.
Yeah.
Oh
it was
my
to-
God, you're
to
right.
Try and get in touch with Amber.
Gotcha,
But
gotcha.
didn't we then go back in time? Does that count?
If we go, we
no,
can't
the
go
hat
back.
comes back with us. Because I would ask. Saphira has given us quite a fright, and now there are words at a high height. To find our first mate, we need to set up a date. So pass me a spell scroll of Skywrite.
I
Still
Oh my
a good
goodness.
question.
Very nice.
Okay, I was just hitting every possible option. I can't think of
Oh, well, I
anything
guess
else,
we gotta
man.
go in without it then.
How about a kite? What if we write our message on a kite and fly the kite up in the air?
I mean, he'll notice us. If I'm using the cloak, he'll notice us. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, I don't know.
We could just do poor man Skywrite, which is just smoke signals.
How many
Send
magic
them Morse
carpets do
code.
we have? Like, can we actually get off the ground?
2?
I think so.
We originally had 3, but I don't
I-
know if like we still have the 3rd.
I passed mine off, so I don't know where it got to.
I have one.
That's 1.
I've got one as well.
That's 2. I think Crystal might have had the 3rd. Well, no, because we have the
No.
big one. It would have
I
been the
have the one that-
smallest one.
Was crystals, because I have it in my notes and the activation word as well.
Yeah. Saphira's one is that what's the size on it?
It's very nice size. It's 6 feet by 9.
So we have the Goldilocks one and the big one, but we don't have the small one. Or at least we don't know where it is right now.
Well, don't forget, I can also summon my own steed.
Yeah. But we have 7 party members, and I don't know if 2 is going to be enough.
This one holds
Surely we didn't lose it.
1,600 pounds.
I don't
I'm gonna-
imagine we
I'm
would
gonna
have
go
lost
shopping
it.
for a
Maybe
steed. I wanna
Isaac
go
would have
to
had
the
it?
market.
Do we remember? Because Coin would
Oh.
usually ride on crystals.
So are we worried we lost a magic carpet?
Yeah,
Well-
because we had 3.
We had 3 when we were doing a journey from somewhere. Oh,
It was like
God,
the
I forgot the
Feywilds,
map.
remember? We got it
It was-
from what's her name, I think.
After
No,
that,
we had 'em
too,
on the
we had
material
it
plane,
when we went to
'cause it
shoot.
was when, yeah, we
Yeah.
had them. We had all 3 of them in Shu,
Yep.
and they teleported with us when Oshin teleported us out. So we're not just missing a magic carpet. We have all 3 of them between us.
Okay, then
might
it's just
not
the
be-
logistics thing of who's holding it.
Right.
We can assume it's been in the bag of holding then if we know we've
Sure.
had all 3.
That's fine.
So then we can plan with that in mind.
Should we
and-
add all 3 to the bag of holding just so that they're there for logistical purposes?
Might as well, and then we can just add a parentheses on who's holding it.
Well, it's if they're in the bag of holding, they need to be held.
No,
yeah,
but
'cause
I'm
the
saying
bag of holding will get weighted down.
I'm saying use the bag of holding to identify who's holding each one, just so we can all see it.
Okay, we should keep them on character sheets then.
Yeah.
If,
I mean, I'd recommend that too. I don't know how much they weigh.
Okay.
That's fine. Just go ahead and
Well-
mark them on the bag of holding so that you know who's got them.
I'll put it
All
at
right.
the
So
bottom.
who has them? Who has them currently?
Who has the 2 that we know where they are?
I have the one 6 by 9 feet.
So Saphira has 1, and Oshin has 1, and I would assume that Tati would have the 3rd. Just
Hey, here it
because.
is.
Perfect.
Like, I really thought I handed it off. I really thought I handed it to someone. I am holding it. It's on my character sheet.
Oh, it is on your character sheet. Okay.
I really remember handing it to someone I don't remember.
Okay.
I think that you had 2 and you gave me 1.
I
I
believe
never
that's
had
That sounds likely.
all right.
that.
Cool.
Never happened.
So
I
you
was
guys have
trusted
the
by
3. You have the 3 magic carpets. You guys ready to head out?
Can we
I think
just,
I
as we
believe
go through
so.
the town, can we just swing by the market where there might be selling mounts?
Sure. You can swing past the livery. Yes. I had to
Is there-
look for the word.
Anything that looks at least Death Talon size?
You can find a couple of, tall horses, etc. And then you recall Death Talon's at the Longstars Consortium.
Why? When? What? Why?
That's where you guys
That's what-
asked him to be delivered.
By who? I sent him to go eat a minion.
Right.
I haven't heard from him since.
The Changemaker returned. The Changemaker returned to Nausea. Death
Yeah.
Talon got offloaded. Death Talon's at the Consortium.
Alright guys, hold on. I just remembered that my best friend is at the consortium.
You should go get them.
Alright,
Yeah,
okay, hold on.
the
I'm gonna
Changemaker
pick up-
was here. You guys left with the Changemaker, but forgot that Death Talon was aboard the Changemaker.
Never knew Death Talon was aboard the Changemaker. I assumed he was living a well and happy life, eating minions
Yeah, after eating that one.
in Australia.
Eric, if you know anything about our party, you cannot operate on us assuming
I
when
know,
something updates.
but no one asked. So, meh.
We didn't. You are correct entirely there.
So,
Why would I ask? He was clearly living his best life in Australia.
Australia, but okay. So you
I
can
said
go
the
and
same thing.
you can go and collect Death Talon, who does not have wings.
That's fine. Death Talon, and also we'll just pick up some rations for Death Talon too.
Okay.
Wait,
Cool.
I thought we were flying. Are we not? Are we
Yeah,
not?
yeah, I
Need to
heard
find more
you.
potions of growth. for
We
Death
are-
Talon.
Tati has her own right.
Can Death Talon fly?
Sorry,
Death Talon
why
cannot
did you-
fly.
I thought Death Talon was like a winged bird.
He is a
Death Talon is a
four-legged
dodo.
winged bird, but his wings cannot carry his weight.
There for sure.
Work on that.
He is one of the Maul from Australia.
Gotta get him real wings. Could you ask that
He
enchanter
has-
guy to do that? Like, make
Don't be rude. He has real wings, and he
Real-
doesn't need to fly.
You're
Wait,
one to
that
talk.
I got wings that work though. There's a difference.
Now he's bragging about it too.
Maybe they have a
You better
different
not talk
purpose.
like that when Death Talon's
They-
around, at least.
They were.
You sure you don't want to pick him up on the way back?
Listen, just because you like to have a mount that just disappears into pixie dust when you stop thinking about him, I have a best friend who likes to murder people and would love a trip across the countryside to go visit a dragon.
And
Right?
he's the one you want to
already
bring to a
coming
dragon.
with
We
us.
have to be good.
Yeah, he is good. He's really good.
At murdering people?
You, you two weren't. You two don't understand how scary this bird is.
Show.
You
Wait.
just need to see it. It will be valuable.
Talon eat someone before.
You know, speaking of being good at murdering people, Sizen, everybody said you have to be good to, like, make this dragon like you, but they didn't say at what. So maybe that's could be helpful.
Good at murder.
I'm gonna be honest, I really doubt that part. But technically speaking, we don't know.
He'd be good at like.
If you
um,
murder people in defense of other people, or in defense of your own life, or for the protection of the city, there's so many good reasons to murder someone.
I agree with that.
What about just because I felt like it?
Well, that's not murder.
No, see, that's not a
murder
good
is-
reason.
Murder
Sometimes-
is by definition an unjustified kill. And besides, Judith was pretty clear that good just means like your personality and your
I don't think she
your
was.
demeanor are good.
Yeah, I think she was
That's
a
not
little bit
clear at all.
Guys,
It's the opposite of clear.
Sometimes the most virtuous action is inaction. And you know,
Okay.
choosing to kill someone in self-defense isn't really inaction.
Well, they hit
You know, you
murder.
can you can just avoid death and you know run away.
Never.
I'd say it's inaction
In all of the
because you
stories
didn't
I've
kill them to
ever
begin
told,
with.
I've heard so many stories from the beginning of time, and no one has ever told me a story where the moral was it's better to have done nothing.
I can give you a book because I don't know if you know this, but I'm a monk.
Okay, but isn't that a bit hypocritical if the person's advocating for doing nothing by writing a book about it?
Wait, much ado about
You-
nothing.
You can take that up with the author, but no one knows who the author is, so good luck.
Did he at least title his book?
Yeah. So here's the thing. This is a real book, but I don't know if it would be named the same thing in Toivoa. I mean, it would be Tao Te Ching, which is like, you know, Taoism. It's like a real thing, which is what like coin was based off of.
Mm-hmm.
And assuming at least an adjacent philosophy exists in Toivoa, if fringe enough that, you know, coin's monkhood originates from it. I'm being literal. Like, it is a philosophy where, like,
Yeah, Taoism.
inaction is an option. You don't always have to react or act.
Correct.
Is the Winnie the Pooh take on life?
I think Winnie the Pooh actually has a lot of overlap with it.
Not-
I have
not
read
too
a
far
book
off.
where it is Taoism by Winnie the Pooh.
I think that's the official author name, yeah?
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh?
Wait, so if we're talking about like
Man.
good at different things, I mean, we're pretty good at like culinary stuff. We're good at making food sculptures. We're good at tableside service. I mean, I'm pretty sure Bryn's pretty good at like, I don't know, pastries. Probably make a pie.
Let's lead with
we
that.
we are
and-
so getting.
Let's lead with that and not tell them what our bird's name is, and I think we'll be good.
I think Death Talon's a very nice name.
Nice isn't
Like,
good,
I
Bruce.
mean, isn't it good to warn people what the bird is capable of?
Yeah, it's just about honesty. Honesty is the best policy. Tony.
You know what?
No,
Fair
Coin
point.
just said it's better to do nothing. So don't come forth with information.
Okay. Cute.
Hey,
I
maybe
can't
that's
believe
why your
this is
goal
how
to
we're
get
gonna
rich,
die.
so you can just sit on your laurels while you rake in your investments and do nothing.
Let's start walking towards our death, shall we? After Tati gets death talent.
No, we're walking
Yeah.
towards our Death Talon.
Let's walk
I'm
towards our
gonna-
death talent.
I'm gonna take
I'm
a few
mounted
minutes
up and
before we
ready to
leave
leave
and
this.
pass my on greater steed.
You are awesome. Cool. Sison, I need you to roll 1d10.
Oh, that's weird.
Is your steed considered prey in Estrella?
As a question, because this matters, where are you when you're doing this, Sison?
I guess I was gonna go outside of the Longstrides Consortium when we got there and spend 10 minutes doing it.
Awesome. Cool. So, as you attempt to summon your mount, your ritual fires off, And instead of a Pegasus, your ritual renders 8 human heads to fall at your feet. Because the wild magic surge.
In the middle of town. That's great.
How long have you been sitting on that?
Ruzit, I need you to go inside. This is
Is this
terrible
how you
optics.
show your-
This is
How good you are,
Oh,
Jason?
shit.
this is bad optics. You gotta get inside right now.
Ruzit runs inside.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never had that one happen before.
I don't think anyone believes that.
He's with Aimer.
Why is it 8? It's so specific.
I don't even know these heads.
Wait,
Makes
do
it
you
worse,
usually
man.
know that?
I'm gonna very quickly
Get
pick
your
them
head
up and
again.
put them in the bag of holding.
Coin tries to activate
You
the
collect
gem of
all 8
discretion.
human heads and put them in the bag of holding.
Coin
Yay!
tries to activate the gem of discretion, but it won't work because it's been used today.
True.
We have like 10. Can we go? I'm gonna roll initiative.
Yes, sir.
We have 6 seconds. I'm on 10. We have 6 seconds to get rid of these. I don't want to put these in the bag.
Several people
Okay.
have seen you.
Coin is putting them in the bag. Which
Okay.
looks so much worse.
The thing is that with 7 of you, it still takes a minimum of 12 seconds to do.
Oh, you're
Why,
right.
we have 2 hands.
There's 8.
It's an action to put something in the bag of holding.
Alright,
Put one under
put
my
one in the
shirt.
back of holding.
One
You
in
guys
my
are inside.
bag.
Are you not?
Oh, she
Please read it.
goes invisible.
Abandoned.
Oh,
Wait, I have an
man.
idea.
Maybe we should just walk away.
I like that
Okay,
idea.
I was
I like that
reaching to
idea.
put one in the bag of holding. I'm just gonna drop it and go inside the Long Shadows Consortium and leave it
You
there.
drop the bag of holding?
No,
Awesome.
no, Coin has the bag of holding.
Okay, just the head. Okay.
You just left them there?
Yeah,
Yep.
you know what? It's not mine.
Coin's gonna drop a head and walk away too. Then
Terrible.
All right.
that's a problem for another campaign to figure out.
No, it's not.
Wait, that's gonna be so funny.
It's gonna be there for the next month.
You're the only campaign in Nausha right now, so
Right now.
I bet the blue cloaks did it.
The
They should
blue
look at
coats will
themselves.
talk about it. And then
right
Glenn
because
figure out
people
who's summoning
didn't see.
heads.
Yeah, people didn't see you guys run away from 8 human heads on the ground, minus 1, so
Someone
7.
Right, Aimer
That's
was
a
here.
perfectly natural reaction. Did they see us kill anybody?
Yeah, they
Did
saw us
they
summon
see
the
us
heads
gather
in
human
there.
heads?
They got good.
They saw us be
information.
attacked by 8
I
human
think
heads.
I hate to do this. Maybe we just tell the consortium honestly what happened and
Yeah.
deal with it.
You mean you hate being good and being honest? Understood.
Yeah, honestly, I'm fine with telling them because I'm gonna. Maybe it'll happen again. Should I try again?
This might maybe we can donate to some science.
Well, I'm not
Do it now before we get in front of
Okay,
the
fine. Try it
dragon.
again.
We
See
don't
what
need
happens.
6
Eric,
heads.
how intact are these heads?
They're
Like,
intact. They're decapitated human heads.
Would they be of great scientific value
No.
as donations? Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, they're definitely magic. They just appeared in a way that was definitely not my fault.
Yeah,
We're
the
gonna
thing
go to the
is that the thing is these heads had to come from somewhere. So somewhere in Toivoa, 8 people have just died.
Whoa, it doesn't say that. Maybe these are just the 8 heads that were recently cut off that were teleported here. We don't know that.
No, I know that because I'm the
Already
GM and I
confused.
said so.
Well,
No,
I don't know that.
Oh,
We're gonna walk.
Doesn't know that.
We're gonna walk inside. Brad's gonna come up, and Coin's gonna say, "Brad, don't go outside," and then he just walks past them.
All right, so you guys went into the consortium. All right.
Wait,
This
I
feels
think
like a
that- can you
Leslie
clean up the
thing.
mess outside.
This feels like a Leslie thing. I'm gonna go to her
Someone
room.
threw up a bunch of heads.
Coin's gonna walk to Leslie's room and knock really politely.
Okay, and you will hear her say, "Come in."
Hey, Leslie.
Yes.
I hate to do this, but there are 8 decapitated heads outside.
Really?
Yeah, and it was by accident.
Oh, well, that's very interesting. I'll have them taken care of. Thank you.
It what? Okay. And then Coin
Wow,
walks
is
out.
that easy? Huh.
You just gave that lady a basket of fruit.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
And she will come down the stairs following you and go looking for the heads.
there.
Coin's gonna point to the front door.
And she will grab them by the hair, collecting them, and will take them in, 4 in one hand, 3 in the other, because one's in the bag of holding.
Coin. Oh, hold on. He'll grab.
Wait, didn't that one get dropped? The one that was going to be put in the bag of holding?
Someone
I
put one
thought
in the bag of holding.
Oh.
We established Coin picked one up. I think Tati picked one up, but I don't know if we ever announced it went in the bag.
Well, I remember Sison saying he had one and he was going to put it in the bag and then he dropped it.
Okay.
Well, we can just have the one in the bag. We can give that one to her too.
Okay, so she will
Wait,
take all
is
8
it
heads.
Coin will hand it to her.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
She takes all 8 heads by the hair and takes them upstairs and will close her door.
Well, that problem is solved.
Does that concern anybody else?
That's
He's probably gonna do something good with those, right?
Should it concern me? It sounds like not my problem.
I mean, they were kind of. Yeah, I'm not gonna say anything.
How does your god feel about that one, Sazin?
Not good, I don't think. I don't feel good. This is very uncomfortable. I want the
You
Pegasus.
feel good with your god? They like sever your connection or something?
I'm good. We're
You asked
fine.
for a
Let's
Pegasus and he threw you heads.
Let's get you a
Maybe
beer,
it's because
buddy.
of that guy you disfigured. Maybe he's upset at you.
Which one?
What?
Yeah, which one?
Okay.
Question, Oshid.
The only people I've ever disfigured had it coming, and could have chosen at any point to stop what they were doing and did not.
Coin order
So
the
could
beer
you?
for
Coin
Sazin.
just said that.
I mean, you didn't have to desecrate their corpse, though. You could have just killed them and then been done with it.
Yeah, that's a bit.
You all told me to do that.
No, I didn't.
And are you just gonna listen to everything we tell you to do?
Well, obviously not anymore.
Well, you still need your unicorn, so your Pegasus, sorry. So let's go summon it again.
Isn't your god like the god of torture or something? I guess it is kind of his vibe to like torture people.
Okay, that's
You're
not-
torturing them after they're dead. Like,
That's a common misconception. It's not exactly torture. It's
Really?
okay. All right.
Let's
know,
go ask him.
Tarek,
You know,
It's not gonna hold up in court.
let's go ask him. Let's go.
I mean, sometimes I feel like I'm tortured all the time around you.
You know, in so many ways the feeling is mutual. I'm gonna storm outside and try and summon my Pegasus again.
Okay. This
Can
time,
I counterspell that?
Why? Why? Oh, that's why. Never mind.
I mean, if you try, I'll counterspell your counterspell.
Tati, it's going to cost you 100 gold for all that.
Well, all right then. Look,
Yeah.
I
do
subtle
something else with the
counterspell
rest
the
of it.
counterspell.
I know.
but- Okay.
All right, so as you guys come out, Tati has a friend outside.
What the hell is that?
He's so pretty. I love
This
him.
is
I
Death
love him.
Talon.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
love him.
Where
Please
can we get one?
don't, Australia. Please don't approach.
Can I pet him?
I mean, you might be able to.
I want to pet him.
Coin's gonna get an apple from the bag of colding and he's gonna say, "Don't eat me," and then he throws it to Death Talon.
The Thalon looks at it, and it rolls across the ground.
I don't have any meat. You're gonna have to wait.
Honestly, could have given him.
I loaded
eggs.
up on some meat.
Okay, we're good.
So,
Daddy, can I pet
Possibly
him?
I mean, he might let you.
Just gonna try to pet Death Talon.
Please roll your animal handling check, Ruzid.
I have advantage from a class feature. So it's
Okay.
16.
A
Thank
16.
God.
Frrrr, frrrr.
Aw, he's so cute. And really soft. Got some good plumage.
Frrrr.
How conceptually big is he?
As you're standing next to him, your shoulder comes up to his.
Okay,
So, about the size of a horse.
gotcha.
How many,
big
how many
horse, but
squares
yeah.
does he take up?
He takes up a 2x2 space.
His baby.
Well,
He's 10
Should we
foot,
head out?
10 feet long. Yeah. All right. So you guys ready to head out?
Ready to head out into the dark.
Gotcha. Cool.
They got perfect camouflage.
Yeah.
As you guys head out into the night.
To be clear, I did get my Pegasus that time, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure we counterspelled it, but
He counterspelled, you counterspelled. Yeah, it's all.
And
good.
then Ruzin got his. So.
Oh,
No,
okay.
he's saying mathematically it actually was counterspelled.
Okay. Eventually, Sison will hide and get his speed because
I will smite the next person that tries that shit.
so you get your Pegasus. You guys go flying and riding off into the woods at night.
Coin is desperately trying to not fly off because he's holding a giant basket, which really just acts as a paraglider
Right.
on this. So he's just like, I don't even know how he's not flying off. Either he like tethers it.
How would you
Or
tether
he-
it?
Well, I'm thinking logistically. It's either
Sure.
that or I hold it upside down in such a way it doesn't catch the air. You know,
It's a
aerodynamic.
6 foot diameter basket.
Yeah, even the
The
bottom
nose
would
of
catch
the
air.
airplane.
It's gonna slow us down no matter what. And
Put bottom into the airflow, and then the air
How-
will push around you.
how big is Oshin? Your carpet's like 6x9,
Yeah, that holds 1,600 pounds.
and it's 6x6 basket. So we would have 3 foot of leverage to lay it flat, and presumably there wouldn't be a pocket for air to get caught. It wouldn't be comfortable, but that's my logic here.
Okay, so
Oshin
you're
and
just like
Coin.
sitting on the edge of the rug while the basket's behind you.
You could. I have to think about this.
Sure.
And this is probably a montage of us moving around figuring it out. But I'm thinking.
Does anyone have the mending spell? We could just break it in half, shove it in the bag of holding, and fix it
No.
later.
Sit in the basket.
Okay,
Put it on its
for
side
the
and sit in the
record,
basket.
Sison, never actually go and break a basket because what happens when you break a basket in half
Splinters
is it's
everywhere.
100 pieces.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
two
I guess
pieces.
it depends on the type of basket. You're right. That one would probably shatter if it's like that.
Sit in the basket and then put it on the carpet. I still think that'd be tricky, but if we can fix it or, tie a rope around the carpet so it doesn't fly off.
I'm going to send you a picture here, Mr. Coin, in Discord.
I
Sure.
think you should draw it on the screen.
No,
Wait, could one of us not just hold it?
It's 6x6.
Yeah,
It is
but
a-
I'm jacked.
Okay, but the
I'm
problem
jacked.
the problem is if it's angled in any way, it's going to catch air and pull you backwards. Or it might get shredded in the air if it's
so
like that.
Coin.
Okay, that's fair.
Here you go, Coin. This is what I think you're trying to do, right?
Essentially, yeah. Ray mentioned drawing it, but I literally think on the carpet you would just put the basket down flat, and then maybe you tie a rope around it
Okay,
both ways.
sure.
This just looks so stupid, but
it's fun.
we can't do a whole lot about the what's it called, the part you hold, the handle.
Do you think that there's a giant handle on this basket, or is it
I
just
was-
a trough?
I was really hoping
Ooh,
there was a
little
We
handle.
can have a handle. I'm fine with that being a handle. I just want to make sure
I
that that's
was-
your intent.
I was really hoping there's a cute picnic basket handle on it, yeah.
Understood. Okay. Well, if there's a cute picnic basket handle, there's got to be picnic basket lids.
I mean, we could
Yeah.
technically just throw that away. Maybe it came with one and we just.
Or
I
if
think
there's a lid, Coin can sit on it, and then that
Yeah.
solves the
No.
room on the carpet.
that works, but also hear me out. Just fix the lid to the bottom.
Do we really think the dragon's gonna care about the big basket?
I think it's going to be a gesture of goodwill.
I think it's making. it
Attention to
pretty
detail.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah. Any problems with when we do the test flight? Does this fall apart? Does it work? Give me an idea, Eric.
Yeah, that'll work.
It's
Just
gonna
need you to
look
roll
so
your. Just need you to roll your either survival or sleight of hand to tie the knots. You're good.
I mean, I think Coin is gonna ask Tati. He's gonna be terrified of coming near Death Talon, so from 20 feet away, Tati, we need ropes tied.
Awesome. I'm gonna hop over there and help tie some ropes.
Okay.
I'll put a mask on to do it, I think.
Sure.
Yep, for sure. I'm gonna put a mask
Lost
on to do
Saphira.
it.
There she is.
Awesome. Yeah, I believe that'll do. Is this Oshin's idea? What is this in the top left? Using like an
I didn't draw that.
It's a toucan, obviously.
What
according
is
to
it?
Dyson?
I can't even tell who this is. Who on our team has Mickey Mouse ears?
That's you. You have Mickey Mouse
That's me. Oh,
eyes.
those are the eyes.
Oh, so now we know who drew it.
I was drawing the basket.
Didn't
I
know
love
he had
this
ears
idea.
at
I
all.
did too. This is right here is coin. This is his basket sideways.
Right?
This is the carpet he's writing on. And
Understood.
he's sitting inside the sideways basket, and the airflow will go around.
I
What about
love
the
his
ears?
diagramming so much. You get inspiration. Just,
Oh,
just-
oh, we're going this way. That actually might work. I didn't that smart, but it's also 6x6. I like both ideas
Okay,
so
so the
much.
carpet's a little smaller. The carpet's
you
like
implying-
this.
Are you implying that Coin's a Mickey Mouse character?
Not yet, but knowing Disney, he will be in 3 years.
Dude,
Uh,
I will
is
admit
GM
that if
Eric
Disney approaches me, I am totally GMing for them. Just flat out doing that.
So depending on Eric's honor, Coin will be sold off as a
Dude,
Disney prop, but he might get a
if
movie. So
if Disney approaches me, I am bringing y'all in and we're going to do a train wreck movie. Just saying.
you know what? I'm on board for it.
Goodness gracious.
I got a couple hits.
Hey, Disney,
Uh,
hear me that? Come on.
I love.
You helping me make some knots?
Yeah, Coin will help. I don't know if you like guidance.
Fantastic. Love it. Hold on. We'll
Damn,
do a 19
37.
plus
What the
4,
fuck?
but I have to add. I think we're adding 5 to that.
But your sleight of hand's not higher than that.
Their sleight of hand was crazy high.
Survival. We're doing survival check for knots.
Oh, he said you could do
Or
it.
your choice. Yeah.
Oh, fucking A. In that case, watch me roll worse now.
All right.
91.
Okay. So you easily tie the knots. They're very secure. The magic carpet and the basket will arrive in one piece.
Perfect. Great job.
No. Okay.
Uh,
I was detailing.
You were detailing. I can bring it back. One
No,
sec.
it's,
I
it's,
didn't.
it's fine.
No, see, the
Yeah,
fun part
okay.
is I didn't actually delete it. I put it on the GM layer.
Oh, I see. Yeah, use the spaces you want. I was just goofing.
No, you can go ahead and goof off. I love how you guys goof off and vandalize the.
Vandalize.
I give you
I
guys
like
a hard
to
time,
think-
but I actually think it's fun.
I'd like to think of it as immersive additions.
Indeed.
I added so much to our one-shot one.
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
Oh, like since then, just randomly.
I know. I have gone in there and looked.
Oh, I'll do that after a session.
All right. So,
Um,
yes, sir.
is that who we're meeting? Like, are we getting there?
No, this guy was not supposed to be on the map. Sorry.
What is this guy doing in the middle of the woods?
We just
He's
fly
not
over
supposed to
a
be on your
random
map. He was on the GM layer. I apologize.
He's on the
Ignore the
GM.
fact that Luther was there.
He's in the token layer.
All right. So, you guys will spend 3 days heading towards Sinluma. What time would you guys like to arrive in the village proper?
Morning.
Morning?
I assume like daybreak, or like as soon as the sun hits. in the
Wait, so
morning.
what about so when we left town, it was already like nighttime. So I guess we must have. Was there? I assume there was some point where we rested, and then, like, is it 3 days after that?
It's 3 days journey.
Yeah, 3 days.
I think we should take some long rests on the way and get rid of some of that
Okay, so
exhaustion.
then certainly
Agreed.
I would feel like then if it was a 3 days journey, then we must have had to have rested pretty quickly when we started because
Yes.
it's already near. So
It's
then
I'm
by the
imagining
time we
left in,
arrive
like,
at St.
the
Luma,
afternoon.
4 days would probably have passed.
Right.
Quick
we're-
question
This is perfect.
for the group before we move on with all this. Do we have any unattuned magic items? Because I actually currently have an open slot.
Ooh, yes.
Although on that
let's talk.
topic, in the bag we still have an unidentified crown.
Oh,
Uh,
I can identify that.
There
Do you
are
wanna
some
put it on?
items that you could potentially attune to that I won't be attuned to, but that will only happen after I transform, which would be on the last day, like when we arrive in the
I
morning.
don't want to take any of your things. Don't worry. I mean, at least I could take one of the like future keys or something, like the future chronacrum key, if like just because I have an open slot. But if we have anything else, or if the crown's something interesting, could always go for that.
Why don't you just put the crown on and find out?
I will not be placing random items on my head. I already did that once, which was bold, but
Are
you
you
know,
referring to the 8 heads that fell on your head?
that was not what I was referring to, and I stand by
You
that
have
not
a
being
ring
my
of
fault.
protection off of me, like pretty nice for you, I'd assume.
Well, I don't want to take it if like you're gonna use it. Don't worry.
I'm not going to use it though, because when I transform, I'm taking it off and then putting on the shield again, the levitating shield.
Okay, well let's check out what the crown is first, and then otherwise I'll probably just equip that. So the ring, that is.
Yeah.
So can we find out what the crown does?
Let's take a look. You were equipping the crown.
Oh, I'm not equipping. I think Bryn's gonna identify it.
Did we ever identify the pirate armor? It's in my inventory, but I feel like we already went over that at some point.
We did, yeah.
Okay, let me delete it. It shouldn't be in my
I think it's currently marked as being in the bag,
Okay, deleted.
Thought
which
you
is
guys
the
had
Zephyr
identified.
armor. Yeah, Zephyr armor.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was Zephyr armor. That's what...
Oh, great portent.
Ooh, those are great rolls.
Oh, excellent, Portents. Today's a good day.
Yep. Okay, so the crown, let me get that for you here. And you're casting Identify on it?
Yes, as long as Bryn's okay with that. Which
Yes. We can, if we have an unidentified item, we should identify it as soon as possible. And yeah, we will poke the crown with the wand of Identify and see what happens.
Okay, here you go, Bryn.
I am being told I don't have access to this particular
One
item
moment
on-
then, I will fix that.
Okay.
Unidentifiable. Super secret.
You must purchase the DLC to identify this item.
Yeah, it's so stupid. That's how they make their money, but yeah,
yeah, you really gotta work on your identify skills.
Is that what the new tabletop's gonna be when they launch it on?
yes, frankly.
Maybe this
time to
item
run
was
as
Bryn's
fast as
secret,
you
and
can.
that's why he can't tell us.
There you go, Bryn.
You're onto something. I want to double check for the chrononacrum key. It's been 3 days, right?
Yes, sir.
We're establishing. Okay.
No, I thought it was 4 days from when we left.
You guys can travel the 4 days and get to town, and it will recharge the next day after you've arrived in town.
Okay, but are we establishing that we've arrived at town, or are we choosing to like
guys
stop
are-
a little early?
We're
to plan?
montaging a lot of the stuff up to there. You guys can stop a little early to arrive at noon, at dawn. Sorry.
Okay, yeah, I think we should assume it's been 3 days and then decide before we arrive how we spend that,
There you go.
the arrival.
Cool.
That said, if Ruzid needs the full 4 days, that's fine.
For the record,
It
don't
does
watch
need-
the Arrival movies. That entire series sucked.
It does need the full 4 days, but also I don't think we could arrive in 3 days because, like I said,
No,
earlier,
no,
we left
not
that
s-
night.
I'm not saying that we arrive in 3 days. I'm saying we go forward 3 days before we arrive.
Okay,
Wow.
so we
That's
essentially
actually a really cool item. Although with my sword, I think it's kind of a little bit irrelevant for me.
I was thinking exactly the same thing. This is an incredibly powerful magic item, but I think that most of us are going to have 90% of the benefits of this without it. So anybody is welcome to it, but yeah, I'm not sure how much anybody in the party is going to benefit right now.
Sometimes you just need to.
I mean, you know, it's one dart. And you know, it's a crown.
Yeah. Anyone with
like
anyone with spare attunement, it gives you a little bit of flexibility to depart from the circle of safety during combat.
Does anyone else want to stake a claim to it? Because I will, because it is definitely something I would be interested in.
That sounds great.
All right, Sophia takes the crown.
If you're okay with it, Ruzid, I'll take and equip that ring then. Ring of Protection +1, is it?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Go ahead.
Appreciate it.
Taking
Let
it
me
off
know
my
when you want it
character
back.
sheet. I'll probably want it back whenever my dragon form expires. So sometime eventually.
Yeah, no problem. Just let me know.
I'm also gonna pull out the whatever, the floating shield from the bag holding, whatever it's called.
Okay, the animated shield.
Animated shield, that thingy. Yes, want that.
So you're in dragon form now?
Not yet, but I'm kind of gathering the stuff together because it only happened like on the 4th day. I assume the 4th day is not happening.
And will you be going into the city, into the village as a dragon?
Of course. Why would I not?
Whoa, should we maybe not do that when we're going into the dragon's area? I thought we were gonna wait.
Oh.
All good?
I think Bryn slid off. You there, Bryn?
Oh, he's
Bryn is
Sorry,
having...
are you having trouble hearing me?
Yes.
Oh, I can hear you now.
Oh, sorry, I might have the air conditioning is on in my apartment because there's a heat wave and it's quite noisy. I was just saying maybe we don't want to bring another dragon into a potential.
I agree.
Ooh.
Do you want to hold on to the ring then?
Reveal yourself as a dragon later.
I think that's
if you
fine.
want to.
This is fine. I will save the surprise, but I will keep holding on to these items because I will need them soon.
Okay, in that case, I'll make sure you can keep the ring, and then if we swap off at some point, just let me know.
You keep the ring, I keep the shield. I'll use it soon enough.
Oh, okay.
Does anybody desire any potions made from the list over these 3 days? Coin has made some healing potions. If we want a potion of growth or invisibility, anything like that. Heroism.
Invisibility couldn't be bad to have on hand.
Okay. Oh, we had 8 heroism, all right. Already, and no invisibility. So coin will make. It's pretty cheap. I'll make like 2.
Okay.
So for
Do you have any
invisibility,
mummy rot antidote.
we do, but we don't technically have the component price. Eric, potion of invisibility. What's the DC?
The DC for potion of invincibility is a 20, sir.
Okay. We'll assume this is the 3rd day because I've rolled for the first 2 days.
Yes, sir. That's
1,
a success. That's a success.
2.
Yes,
That's
sir.
for the 2 invisible. Okay.
Cool.
You
Scratch off the
mind reading
materials.
with a dragon. Could be fun.
Potion of what? Of
Potion
mind
of
reading?
Mind reading.
We have
With
these.
a dragon.
That doesn't sound good. It sounds good,
be
but
fun,
not
though.
good.
It
Fun is
sounds
good.
It sounds good. I feel like a lot of dragons are doing it anyway. And who is he to judge if he could do it?
Yeah, even ground.
All right. Are there any preparations you would like to make before entering the village?
Maybe he needs a therapist, and like reading his mind would help us connect with him.
We need to
Wait, aren't we
assemble the
supposed
best.
to avoid the village and go east?
No, we're
west?
going to the tower. We're going to visit.
Okay.
Yeah, we should go around the village and
All
We
right.
should avoid the village, actually.
Cool. So as
Also,
you
before we go, I'll remind everyone: watch out for apparently Sumner, who's some sort of very powerful spellcaster. That's all we know.
Look out for an asshole. Got it.
So-
We're always on the lookout for assholes.
You never want to bump into one by accident.
Thank you, Ray.
Wonderful.
Damn.
You want to see them coming.
Moving on. As you guys approach, the forest around you gets pretty nasty, and you guys will come across a couple of outbuildings as you attempt to circumvent the village.
Ooh.
It is nasty.
Some people are not keeping up with the upkeep.
I'd live
Is this
there.
where you're from, Saizin?
Okay, no, my place has a lot more nature.
The roof matches your hair.
Well, yes.
It's possible
sure is
that
green.
the
It is-
people who lived here are just prioritizing something besides maintenance.
Like murder.
The inside is
looks-
actually beautiful.
It looks like where someone would live that enjoys torturing themselves, and that's what you're into, right?
I said I would live here like 14 seconds
I'm
ago.
into
So
torturing
it's even-
myself.
You
Oh,
guys
geez, that's
hear
when you get hit.
you guys can
Size-
hear movement inside the buildings.
Like floors creaking or like an actual
Scurrying.
person? Okay.
Okay. That's. We should maybe not be.
I think we should probably just move as quickly as we can to wherever we think Arvig is and try to not
Wouldn't
disturb
that
anything.
be good?
I reckon it's
Like-
probably that castle or maybe that castle. One of the
Well,
castles.
it's a big white tower. I'm gonna climb on my Pegasus and kind of fly above the party a little bit and try and keep an eye out for anything.
You
approaching.
fly above the
You're gonna
party.
get shot. You're gonna get shot downside.
Okay. As
Let 'em
you
go.
take off, arrows
No, wait.
come sailing up from below.
Yep. Yep.
Where?
All right, I need to go get the. I didn't think you were going to actually do the flying, so I have to go grab them.
Hey, look, everyone! I found some arrows.
Yeah.
Can we see where the arrows are being
They're
shot
coming
from?
from the various
the
windows?
windows
of the
in the holes?
buildings. Yep.
Oh, it's like that.
There's
other
more
place.
windows than originally intended, I think.
It's like that town I tried to fly in last time where I got hit by like 20,000 arrows.
All right,
At
so
different lights.
you are currently flying near this building, so we are going to. Each of these has a +6. So roll 40 d20. As 40 arrows are loosed upon you. What's your AC at?
24.
All right, so they have +6, so anything 18 or above. So crit, 1 hit, 2, 3, second crit, 4 hits. 3 crits, 4 hits. All right, so
I will survive.
3 crits, 4 hits. So
Yeah, I'll be fine.
1,
Hopefully.
2, 3. So that's going to be 24 plus 12 is 36. 36 plus 15 would be 51. 51 plus 5 is 56 damage for the crits.
It is halved because of the curse.
Okay. So that would be 28. And
I
then
guess it
1,
wasn't
2, 3.
Hang on, that feels like too much, because it's 1d8 plus 4 and then plus another 24 total. So 15 and 5 is 20. I think that I count 44 cut in half is 22.
24 plus 12, right?
Why is it plus 12?
It's 3d8 plus
Yep.
3d4, or 3 4s.
But the 3 4s aren't doubled, correct? Because crits only double the damage dice.
Oh, you're
and not
correct.
the-
Yeah. All right, you're right. It's 44. Yep, 44. So 22 damage dealt to you, sir. And then the 4 regular hits come in, and that's going to be 9 plus 11 is 20. 20 plus 12 is 32. 32 plus 12 would be 44 additional damage. So 22 damage because you're resistant, you said? The curse gives you resistance to piercing damage? Sison?
I think you got my DC.
Oop, I remuted myself. Yes, it gives you Resistance to damage from ranged weapon attacks.
Okay. Cool. So you'll suffer a total of 44 damage.
Ow. I'm gonna dive back to the ground and get ready to cast Resilient Sphere on myself if I see another wave of arrows coming.
Okay.
Can I do an action?
Sure.
I'd like to cast Thaumaturgy and yell towards the house, "Hold your fire! We brought snacks!"
There's no response from the house, even though your voice booms and echoes throughout the village.
I don't think they like snacks.
Should we
Maybe
have
Arvig does.
truly announced we're here like that? Maybe we should leave now.
No, Arvig already
I
knows.
think you announced we're here.
Yeah, you
They-
can't
they seem
turn
to
this
have
around.
noticed.
Also, Arvig already knows. Maybe we should just start speaking as if Arvig is listening to our
I
every
don't think
word.
this is probably not Arvig. We were told the town is cursed, and there's a bunch of weird invisible people by
So
roads.
then why are we even going in the town? Why are we going around the town? Didn't we say we're
You
gonna
are
do
trying
that?
to go around the town. This is skirting the town as best you can.
Well, let's keep doing that then. Let's not go towards them. How about that?
That sounds great. I don't recommend flying upwards.
Yeah, I
No
don't
one
think I need to
recommended
remind-
that.
I don't think I needed to know that. I think I already thought that.
Stay course.
Okay. Far off to
I
the
like being
east,
alive.
you can see a white tower, but the village is between you and there. You can make your way picking through the forest and avoiding the buildings. Okay.
Cool.
As long as you don't fly or go into the shadows, you'll be fine. Is anyone trying to be stealthy and hiding in the shadows?
Oh, that thing we were told to do by several people?
Right.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, just checking. As you guys go past the village, the ruined trees get to be significantly nicer all of a sudden. And you look behind you, all the trees behind you are very pleasant. You see no sign of the horrible village that you were at.
That's a really nice tower.
Okay, now do we fly? Because we should be a little bit worried about the trees attacking us.
I thought the trees attack you now if you fly. Let's just not. Let's just like go over, maybe knock on the door, be like, hey, we gotta get.
They said the trees attack anything that like moves through here that's larger than like a bunny.
They only attack you if I want them to.
Wait, is this Arvig?
Yes.
Arvig, hey,
Clo-
we got a line of communication. This
Hey,
is
close your ears. Hey, no, we have a gift, but it's a surprise.
Okay.
I don't like surprises. Who are you?
Sea Toad Coin.
I'm
You
Ruzid.
probably know that name.
I don't.
Okay, I bring a basket of edible gifts, and that's
A
all
good
you're getting.
basket of edible gifts.
Come on.
We got a bunch of gifts for you. What did you? We just want to chat.
You just want to chat? Well,
And give you the basket.
Hi.
we can chat, and then you can leave. Deal?
Sounds fair to me.
We'll
Sounds
take
great.
it.
Completely reasonable.
Well, hold on. We need 2 minutes at your front door to fill the basket.
No.
It's a long okay. Well, then it's not going to be as fun for you. But
As he comes out.
hello,
Oh, hi.
coin's fitting in the basket.
Coin, hurry up with the basket.
Can we land and give you this, or do you just do you want it up here?
Put it down.
Okay, we'll need to land to do that. That's why I was asking about the front door.
Land now.
Okay, let's go. Let's land.
Lands.
I don't care where. Just land.
What are you doing here?
Currently filling a basket.
We honestly we came here for some information. We were hoping that you would supply because we have what we believe is maybe a common enemy who you had encountered before.
A dragon by the name of Segeos. We think you hate him. Is that true?
Segeos, you're in.
No.
We earned to stop him.
We don't like him either.
Why have you come here? You'll draw his attention to my tower.
Well, lucky for you, we don't really plan to be here for that long. We just want to be here
Good.
to chat with you. get some information about Sageos and then get the hell out.
We
Don't
were
wanna
told
bother
you've crossed his path. Perhaps you know
Once.
anything of value that would benefit a passerby party like us with our sights on cough cough.
Should you face Sageos, you will do so at a disadvantage. Sageos has all the advantages. All
Oh.
of them.
Well, it helps that it's not just us, which is all I can say.
Good.
But we're operating with a bigger operation than just these carpets, we'll say.
Matters not to me. As long as he does not come near my tower, you keep him away. Do you understand? Or you will
Sure.
join him when he returns.
Absolutely.
Listen, our plan's to get rid of him. If you have any advice for fighting him or anything you can offer in terms of assistance with that, I mean,
I barely
we can get rid of him.
survived the last time. I drove him off just barely using my breath weapon. That is it. That is all I had. That is all I had left. He
Can you
is
tell us?
massively powerful.
Can you tell us more about the encounter? We're seeking an advantage of our own through knowledge, and we understand that you're one of the only living beings, perhaps the only living being, who
That
has
survived
tangled
him.
with him and survived.
There are two of us that live. One who, in his cowardice, formed me. I did survive against Sageos, yes. He is wily and intelligent. His tactics lead for cowardice and deception. He will not stand and fight. He will not engage you in direct combat, if at all possible. He will manipulate those around. He will corrupt them. He will twist their words and thoughts to his ends. Sageos is not simply a physical threat to be defeated, but a mental challenge for the most cunning of minds.
Uh-oh.
Arvik, do you like strawberries?
Strawberries? They grow here occasionally, yes. They're pleasant, but I take them to my lady.
Wonderful. Well, then you're gonna love the primary assortment of this basket.
Yeah, Judith told us you would love him.
Who is Judith?
I guess you don't know who she is.
Just a friend
Another
who
lady.
made a guess. No relation to you, I assure you.
What are you doing here other than wishing to speak to me?
That is
Nothing.
literally it. Our goal is just to speak with you and leave.
We genuinely have no ulterior motives. We were going to turn around after this.
Strange.
You
It
did
is
wanna
rare
see
that
if you liked
anyone
her.
would come here without another motive.
I mean, you said yourself, it's almost impossible to get an advantage over Sageos, so anything we could get, we heard that you tangled with him, we figured it's worth a tough journey just to find out something.
Anything. No one knows anything about this guy.
My creator made me from a scale of the great dragon Amaria Rosie. This truth was brought to me by his emissary not long ago.
Why would Sageos want to attack your tower?
Because of my ward. She
Your
is to
ward?
be protected at all costs.
Who is your ward?
Curious.
Enough
in the tower.
questions
Yeah,
about
you might
my
not want
ward.
to try.
Very well. We will
I
change
bet she has
topics
really
if you
long
wish.
hair.
Let's drop the subject.
Hey, I'm
Anyway.
curious. Saphira, how close was your sculpture to this?
What
The
moves
dragon.
did Sageos try
Definitely
to
not that close.
like? What did Sageos try to do to you to wrestle control the situation? You said that you you scared him off with your breath weapon, but I mean, how was he fighting against you exactly?
I was the last gasp of Sinluma. I am all that is left of the town that is good. Should my ward know this, she would be dismayed. But Sageos corrupted the people, twisted them against each other, caused them to begin fighting, husband against wife, father against child, mother against all her children. It was horrible. And from it, I was raised. And I smote Sageos using the powers of nature, Seshia and Maria Rosie together. What are you guys doing? Oh.
Sorry, I was just laughing at something Tati wrote.
I smote them. I drove them away with leaves, trees. Nature rose up and grasped at Sageos. But he was too wily, and he left. I know not how, but he departed and has not returned. I remain here, protecting my ward against all who would come here. And unfortunately for you, I cannot let you leave.
Why not?
Sorry, what?
You know of the tower. You are a liability.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think a good number of people out there know about the tower.
People were
Like, you
talking
just don't
about
let
this
that asking
tower
around.
before we
How
even
do-
knew about you.
I mean, how do you
Then-
think we got here?
We saw it on a poster.
Yeah,
That
maybe-
someone has lied.
Look, like we said, we're not here to cause any harm. We don't. If you let us go, it's not like your secret is been exposed. Like your secret's been exposed already. We didn't do that. If it was a secret after all.
Who told you of me?
Several people, as a matter
Multiple
of fact.
people. Yeah.
So my name is known beyond here. It's only a
is.
matter of time until I am assaulted.
Well,
Is
if
there
you want
any way-
if you want to not be assaulted, we're here to kill Sageos. We want to rid him of this world. So
He is not here.
Who are you worried about? Is there someone or something in particular?
All who know of the tower must be stopped, as my ward is all that I care about.
Right. Well, we don't know who your ward is.
and
We
we,
don't have any interest in knowing who your ward is. We couldn't even tell anyone who it was, even if we wanted to.
That's true.
We,
The
we
world
have no,
seems
we have
to know.
no, we have no reason to believe that there's any importance to your ward at all. Really.
It feels more like a you personal thing. Like I don't generally care about people in towers.
I will simply assume that it's someone that you love deeply. A princess trapped in a tower type of deal, and that's none of my business.
I know
She's
that
not
you,
trapped. She's not trapped.
Hey, listen, we don't need to know. If she's trapped,
Exactly.
listen. Oh well. Anyway,
The circumstances are none of our business.
I know you worry a lot about
But
the secret.
we know that's.
If you have any solace, it's that none of the people talked about this ward or whatever you're protecting. All they said was that you lived at this tower. So that's all.
Good.
And I don't want to know more about what you're protecting. I just want to leave.
Why should I let you leave?
because we can go take care of Sageos, which you know is a true threat to you. And quite frankly, look at us, like, are we
Roll your
really that
persuasion
important?
check with advantage, sir.
We can get more strategy.
Persuasion?
Persuasion with
hang on.
advantage.
I'm going
We
to.
want to. I think. I don't have any. I have a 15 on my walking
Don't we have a
stick.
20 on the
Uh,
side? It seems like a relevant time to actually.
I was gonna activate my bonus as well to give me a plus 16. So happy to use something, or
If this is gonna, if he's defending with a wisdom saving throw, he's gonna have a similar modifier. So
I think it'd be wise to use the portent die here.
I'll give you a 15 unless Oshin wants to give you something higher.
If he is rolling a contest of it, I was just gonna give him like I have a 2.
Oh.
That's true. Okay.
Because then I could
yeah.
save the 20 for one that wouldn't be a contest that might
Let's.
work
I
well.
think this is. We are trying to avoid a fight with a high dragon right now, so I think we want to go all in. I would like to give Saison, without knowing whether or not our dragon friend will reply with his own roll. I'd like to give Saison a 15 using the walking stick.
Okay. What is your base
As
bonus, Saison?
With my channel divinity that I'm using, I'm gonna have plus 16.
Okay, so that's a total of a 31?
Yeah.
Okay. And so that's a 31 persuasion. Okay. Cool. Is there anything else that people want to do for the reaction to this?
If he is like rolling in response to that, I'd like to use a portent to give him, but
Okay.
if not, then I can't do anything.
All right. What's the portent you would like to give him?
A 2.
A 2. All right. So, because of the lineup of what has been done, he narrows his eyes down at you, Saison, and brings his head down to where you stand before his nostrils. The head of this dragon is easily 40 feet wide.
Damn.
He looks at you, tilting his head so one of his eyes connects with yours.
Is it that wide with or without the ginger root horns?
Without the ginger root horns.
Okay. That's a big head.
Yeah, it is a big head. I trust you. What is your name?
I'm Saison. It's truly a pleasure to meet you.
Saison. Interesting. And you truly believe that you can face off against Sageos?
Well, the more I hear, the more nervous I get, but also we're trying to prepare and we're trying to do our very best, and we've quite honestly faced up against a lot of pretty bad things already, so might not look like it, but their group's done a lot of good and intends to keep trying, even if it means going up against people like Sageos.
He scans the group, and you all stand with Saison.
We do.
Oh yeah.
A lot of the time.
Put my life on it.
To the end of the world.
What of you, little girl? Tati?
Oh, it's like which one of us? Hi. Yeah, hi. I'm Tati.
I love it so much.
Saison's right about us going up against Sageos. Also, and I step to the side of the basket.
6x6 basket with a ring of strawberries around the outside. You have bags of peanuts closer in, and then you have the random assortment of dragon fruit and bananas, everything else in the middle.
Give him the ice cream.
Oh, and that's in the middle. At the very center of it is the ice cream statue of the dragon, which Coin is hastily taking a dagger to try and make it look more like him.
He looks at what you're
Nobody
doing.
licked-
Interesting. Was this meant as an offering for me?
Well, we heard you don't get out much, so we try to bring you something that maybe you would like.
Yeah.
I'd like to apologize. There's not a lot of vitamin D in here, but everything else is covered.
Damn it. He looks at you. It will be pleasant for my ward to have. And he will reach down with his front legs and cup the whole thing in his hands, scooping the ground up from underneath the decoration that you've made. Actually, just pulling up the whole ground there, leaving a pit beneath it.
Coin steps away.
Little bits of soil fall through his fingers, but he holds most of it together. She will be thankful.
Coin bows.
Oh,
Do you
Arvig,
have any more questions?
I just hope that if we do succeed and manage to kill Sageos, I hope that you can find some peace.
I am at peace.
Is there
I,
a way? Or go ahead.
After you, Oshi.
Is there a way that, like, I know that you didn't like what Sageos did to the town around here, to get rid of the kind of curse that he's brought to the people?
He did not bring the curse to the people. Sumner brought the curse.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was distracted by the ice cream. Is there a way to get rid of that, though? Do you know?
He looks down at you. There is. And he looks
Can we
sad
be-
when he says that.
Oh,
Can we
I'm
be
kind of
able to-
surprised no one's tried that then. What is it?
Uh-oh.
Maybe we change the subject. I've gotten the impression that our host doesn't want to talk very much about his circumstances, and maybe the less is said about the environment, the better. Let's ask any more questions we have about Sageos, and then depart.
Oh, see, I was thinking that if we could offer him assistance, if that's what he was interested in, then we maybe could like secure even more help against Sageos.
I don't think he's gonna leave this place.
Arvig, you've helped us more than you know. I only ask if there's anything else we could do to help you in any way.
Leave. And do not fail.
Very
Okay,
well.
We'll try.
We'll
and
do our
fix it.
best.
And on to that end, can you tell us in more detail, whatever you're comfortable sharing, about your fight with Sageos? You mentioned that all you had was your breath weapon. Did you mean anything by that? Can you tell us more about his combat prowess so we can be prepared?
I was paralyzed. I was held against my will. I was dominated and torn to the ground by his magics. I know not what form they took, other than large tentacles that reached up and pulled me down from the air. I raised my head, I opened my jaws, and I let loose my full fury upon him. The trees, nature, the beasts and goodness of the land rose up and tore him away. That is all that matters.
Interesting. We'll make a mental note of that. We have heard that he is completely invulnerable to physical damage, such as slashing or piercing weapon attacks. Can
I
you
know
corroborate
not.
that?
I know
Okay.
not. I was unable to ever strike him. He moves so swiftly as to avoid most contact. He slips around corners and darts behind shadows. He is a wily one. He is not to be trifled with. Expect a
Interesting.
surprise when it happens, as it will happen
Good
many
to know.
times.
All right.
Well, thanks for the help.
Sounds like we'll need Teresa
Appreciate
to
it.
be able to keep track.
Thank you. Will any last questions or? All right, I think we'll leave you be. Thank you again for the information. We'll leave here and be silent about. We'll do our best to not share any information about anything going on here. And if we can help you at some point, feel free to call on us if we're able to. We do owe you for this information.
Thank you.
Wait here for one moment. I'm sure my ward will show appreciation for your gifts.
I
And-
only hope so.
He spreads his wings and they extend outwards and keep extending until they are 200 feet wide. And then he will beat down, and not intentionally, but it is impossible to hold your footing here as the downdraft knocks everybody prone as he rises up into the air towards the top of the tower.
I am so jealous right now.
As you guys recover from being knocked down, you see him gracefully slide up the side of the tower, circling it before arriving at the top and placing this handful of dirt onto the top of the tower. You can see him talking to someone up there. And he will gesture with his tail down to you guys. You see a blonde, long set of hair blowing in the wind. It's hard to make out from this distance, but there's someone up there looking down at you. After a couple of moments, that figure moves away, and Arvig crawls around the outside of the tower with his claws digging into it. As he does so, he is given something by the person up there. He talks to her for a couple moments. Is there anything you guys want to do while you're down here?
Try to see what the person in the tower looks like.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
So many people both don't want to look and want to look.
I only want to look.
Coin puts his hand over his eyes, but then like it splits open at the middle finger so he can peek through.
It's your third eye.
Okay. With the 22, you're able to catch a glimpse of her just up there. She looks like this.
Oh.
She is tall, slender, cheerful, and her pointed ears depict her being an elf.
Oh, I would have never guessed.
Long blonde hair
A little
and
short though.
a joyful smile. She's easily 6'5".
I meant her hair is a little short for being.
Oh,
up in
her
the tower
hair,
like
her hair's a little short. Okay.
Yeah. For an elf.
for someone in a tower. Just
Rapunzel.
gonna-
She's not Rapunzel. Damn it.
That's what I'm saying.
You guys can go watch Tangled.
She could be. She grew it out.
And the
Yeah, let it
last
grow.
We don't know her
is the
name.
light.
It could be.
All right. So, after a few moments, Arvig is going to come down with something in his first left paw. As he comes down, he dives, just tucks his wings in, and falling like a rock, he descends towards you guys. You're aware he's going to impact you. As you are about to cower from him, his wings flap open, and you guys feel that woof, the air cushion catch him as he alights onto the ground next to you.
Still really
God, he's
jealous.
cool.
Whoa.
The air cushion bops us to the ground anyway.
Here. My ward has gifted you something that may assist you against Zagaeos. It is a keepsake that was gifted to her by a long dead knight. With your insight check, he killed the knight.
Yeah.
Well,
None of my business.
That's-
all right.
You're such a bad person.
Just because you're a knight does not mean you're a good person.
No,
As-
what I'm talking about is that it's none of my business.
As he opens
That's
his
a bad.
as
I
he
have no
opens
moral reason to inquire why that knight was killed.
as he opens his left foot, holding it out, the claw opens, and within his paw, you see a sliver. It looks like a cut against his flesh, but instead of a cut, it is a long pike, like a lance, silver and shimmering in the daylight. Take this. Use it against Zagaeos. Perhaps the rumors are wrong.
Hey,
Thank you.
send my thanks to your ward and to you.
Yeah. and good luck out here. Have fun. We'll see. Probably won't see you actually, but
When the battle is finished, if we are successful, would you like this artifact returned?
Never should it be here again. I do not wish to see it. Should I see
Understood.
it again, I will kill the person who wields it.
Very well.
Understood.
Would you like to
think
be
the ward would
notified
wanna
if
see
we
it
do
again?
succeed?
you'll have to come back. We could send a message.
I will know.
Okay.
I'm sure you have your ways.
The dragon nearly smiles. You smell familiar, little one.
Do I?
Oh, he uses axe, but we should probably be going.
Does he smell like the sea?
Be
What
gone
is it?
and do not come back.
Understood.
And you guys can turn and walk away unless you choose not to.
Bye.
I'll pick
You
up the
want some
thing
time?
if no one else does.
Go for it.
All right, so you
Will
guys,
we recognize what that is?
it is a long lance. It looks very pretty. It's silver and engraved with gold.
I
The
reckon we
tip
can
is
investigate it later.
adamantine in nature, but may or may not provide adamantine bonuses.
We can identify it when
Yeah.
we're not standing right next to the dragon in his forest he told us to get out of.
Oh, I assumed that we were all like walking off now.
Oh,
Cool. As you guys are walking off, roll perception check now that you're leaving this area. So, Coin and Sphere is oblivious to this. So is Oshin. Saison, he's going to see this. Brandon will see this. Tati, you'll see this. Ruzin, you won't. Not with a 12. But you guys can see that on the trees that you are passing, the very, very tall trees, there are claw marks where Avrig has walked sideways through the forest. He doesn't touch the ground. That's why there's no dragon prints on the ground. The trees are all marked because he's clawed his way through them. That's how he travels.
That's pretty cool.
Sounds like it would look really goofy, and I want to see it, but I'm not going to stick around.
So you guys can head off. Once again, avoiding the village and returning to your various magic carpets as your baskets are gone.
The baskets are no longer there?
As we were going back,
Yes.
around I guess when the trees or things went
Back
bad
dark.
again, and we're no longer like looking nice.
Sure.
Can I investigate like what is causing that? I don't
Ooh,
know.
yes. How would you like to investigate this?
I mean, if it's something that like Summer did, I assume that it's maybe like an arcana.
Sure,
like if
we
it's
can
a
do arcana.
spell affecting
Of
that.
course.
Cool. I'm gonna use my 20 portent, and I have a plus 17, so that's a 37.
Okay, with a 37, there is a ritual that was cast in this area. And the ritual sucked the good out of everything in the village and the entire area around this. This consumed the heart of a celestial in order to fire off and infused the scale of the dragon Emeria Rosie, a old ancient gold dragon of goodness, and siphoned all the goodness from the village, the people, the buildings, the plants, everything that was good in this area, anything that was light and cheerful, delight, joy, all of it was siphoned out to form Avrig Longtail.
Oh, okay.
Avrig Longtail is a manifestation of all the good that was in this area. With your Arcana check of a 37, in order to restore this area to being good or being capable of good again, you would need to kill Avrig Longtail.
That's kind of beautiful and tragic all at
Yeah.
the same time.
I'm like, why was he made? Who was he protecting? I'm curious, but also I don't want to go fight him.
Didn't we learn from our information gathering that like he's going to return to the Earth or something? that was why we were in a hurry to see him.
There was some talk about that, but also I don't know why. And
I'm
Yeah.
inferencing that he was created against his will, essentially, by someone. We don't really know the motives of the person doing that, but maybe that person. I mean,
You know that is Sumner, because that is
Yeah.
the name you guys were given.
correct.
So, I mean,
And
Go
I
ahead.
don't know about Summoner, but I kind of get the implication that Summoner effectively drained the good out of this place by making Arvik.
Indeed.
So it's sort of like, I don't know if that's a double-edged sword or just
And
a
he
bad...
was viewed as being evil by Avrig Longtail.
That's what I mean. It sounds like I don't understand what Summoner's motive to create a good dragon was
Can I
by
get an
means
insight check?
by means of a very not good deed.
Right.
I mean, I would have thought that Sumner was just the one maybe interested in protecting the ward.
Right,
Well,
but
but
at
it's
There you
at
go.
the cost of
But-
making
We
the world.
heard.
Go ahead.
Didn't we hear that that Arvig is protecting the ward from Sumner himself?
Yes.
Yes, but again, Sumner could have made the dragon to protect the ward, not realizing that the dragon would turn on him, thinking him evil.
That's
by
exactly what
creating
has
him.
happened.
Man,
So he kind of made his own bed in this
He
situation.
he took an evil act to protect the person in the tower and created this super good dragon through evil means to protect the person in the tower and protect her from anything evil, which he is now deemed evil.
Fair enough.
he kind of effectively colonized this city. He drained it of all its essence for his own motive, and now his creation is like that
Yeah.
was a dick move, man.
Yeah, and the thing is that with the 37 Arcana, when you guys went towards the tower, all the trees looked destroyed and everything, but when you were at the tower looking back at the village, everything looked perfectly fine. The person in the tower sees everything beautiful.
Oh, that's so much more tragic.
Right, we did hear that she didn't
Jeez.
want to
Didn't
know
imply
that.
that.
So she is not trapped. She's willingly there. She is.
Right, but she doesn't know.
She
so she
doesn't
would-
know of the
she would have no
devastation that
reason.
was right. Averick
Dang.
knows
Being
because
trapped.
he visits here and takes care of her and protects the tower.
Gosh.
And
Ugh, I
intentionally
do feel like
withholds
you should know.
information from her.
Yeah,
Would you want to tell her?
Yes,
I want to, but I'm sure as heck not going back there right now.
I
I don't
would
think
consider
it's our
going back there
place.
right now.
I'm very invested in this, but at the same time, we told them we'd leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Now-
wanted to-
Definitely- We're not going
He's
back with
being
the
an asshole.
lance.
I wanted to
Hey,
ask
that's
him
for
about
sure.
why he thought he was familiar with me, but I think it would have ended with "You're evil. I will kill you."
If it's any consolation for the players, there's another campaign group that this is one of their major focuses that they're working on.
That's kind of what I figured, because this is
So-
like very in depth, and
Well, let's just scoop in and take it.
I like it.
So, they are currently working on figuring out a way to undo this, and they've got a good idea. We'll see if it manages to come to fruition or not.
Two dispel magics.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right.
I wonder then,
Yes, sir.
do we think that Sumner is somebody that people would actually want to avoid even then? Or is that just like,
Oh, yeah. The impression that you were given when he was mentioned was that, yeah, you don't want to mess with him.
Doing an act of ultimate evil to make something ultimate good for your own purposes, generally not the nice, friendly person you want to hang with. That's someone who at best looks at you as a number, it feels like.
If you
I don't
guys want to
know.
wait until the end of the session, I'll show you his picture.
I think it balances out. Ultimate bad, ultimate good. It's almost like a advantage and a disadvantage when you think about
They
it.
cancel out.
Sort of like maybe
He's
it
just a
cancels
guy.
out.
Cool. Yes, sir.
At some point, so I imagine once we're a safe distance away, we can just teleport back to the city.
So, we're going to get you guys out of the village because it's not safe to try to teleport from here.
I would assume that.
Because you
let's
might
walk.
manage to take something with you.
Gotcha. Coin has no interest in meddling in Arvig's affairs.
We're like clearly far enough away, like all the mess. Bruce is gonna take off a bunch of pieces of enchanted equipment and then transform and equip it.
Okay, cool.
The pieces being the cloak of protection and the animated shield.
Sure. You turn into a dragon.
Ah,
You know
Alright.
what sucks?
back to business as usual.
I just realized we still have 20 pounds of this ice cream because we didn't give him a life
I
performance.
could eat it.
We might have use for another ice sculpture in the future. I guess you can have a little.
I mean, if I'm eating it, I'm eating it. Am I getting all of it, or am I getting some of it?
What? We're bargaining now? You want, like, can we start at like 5 pounds maybe?
No, I'm saying like either you're keeping all of it or I'm eating all of it. Which one?
I'm keeping all of it.
Ah, god damn it.
Or you can make a sculpture of somebody that lost an arm in battle and eat a fifth of it.
I like the way you think. Strategically carve more off.
It's
No.
gonna look like a dragon ate his arm off.
If you really want it, we can make more ice cream. I'm thinking this clearly benefited us. I feel like it could benefit us again.
Yeah,
Do you
I
think
will be
Arvik
honest, Coin. I had my doubts, but that worked out shockingly well. So well done.
You know what? I
I think
think you earned it, Ruzid. We can make another batch.
I think Arvik was gonna murder me if he found out who I was, because I think he was like, "Oh, you smell familiar." Does he know my mom? Kind of worried.
Yeah, I feel like there's a non-zero chance.
He seems
What
like
if
such a
that
nice
was
guy,
wrong?
though.
Veteran Sleep Safari.
Sins of the father. Come on. Oh,
What
mother.
did I? What did
Oh
I-
yeah, maybe your dad came onto him.
Literally.
I think he would empathize with you because he was
Uh.
created by someone evil, but he's not evil, and I think he might see himself in you. It's a generous interpretation, but
Yeah, I
mean,
think
I
we
would've-
couldn't find
I would
out.
have liked to flip. You know, honestly, if it was just me, I would have flipped that coin. But I didn't really want to risk your guys' lives.
that's
What if-
fair.
Sumner is your dad.
No.
Unless Sumner's a kobold, I highly doubt it.
Nope.
How many people are just making dragons out there? I can't imagine it's many.
There's a
Well,
difference between
Sumner.
making a dragon and fabricating a dragon.
I'm pretty sure both your dad and Sumner made dragons.
One was a bit
Yeah, but
faster.
my dad's all natural.
You know what? You can't have the ice cream now. After
You
that-
already said I can't have it.
After that phrasing, no. I'm putting it back in the bag
You
of
already,
holding.
you already said I couldn't have it. What are you gonna? You get to take it away twice now, so you get like twice the benefit of screwing me over.
Coin is going to conveniently notice that you didn't hear him say he could have it, and he won't correct himself.
Wait, Oshin, have you even seen me like this before? I don't think you have.
I think the first when we met, I think you were like this.
Oh, maybe.
When we were in was it Rio no Sume?
At the short town where Barrel Toad was, where we
Yeah.
met.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it was
He was in
impressive
dragon
as the
form
first
there,
time,
yeah.
But
It's all kind of blending together. It's been a bit.
You would have
Yeah.
seen him in dragon form initially, and then it would have worn off, and then you wouldn't have seen it till now.
yeah.
But you would have
Yeah.
seen it.
All right. Well,
I'm
as
pretty
you,
sure we flew on Ruzid initially.
yes,
also, go
but
ahead.
not
Oh,
not
yeah,
when
yeah.
Oshin was here. You guys have only done it when Bipto was around.
Oh, right, that was when we got back,
Yeah,
wasn't
that's what
it?
I'm thinking. I thought. Oh, whatever.
Anyway, so as you guys make your way away, do you want to identify the lands before or after the teleport?
After. Let's
Okay.
get the hell out of here. And then
Cool. So where are we teleporting to?
that would be up to our resident teleporter, but I would respectfully
Resident
suggest we go back to Nausha.
Well, I
You
guess.
know.
I mean, we can obviously do that, but is that where like what's our next plan? Are we just meeting up with our ship, or?
Our ship's going to Nausha.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if the ship was going to Nausha or to where we had
We can jump to our
Understood.
ship, but like it's gonna go to Nausea, and we can go somewhere else. But I mean,
No,
There
that's cool.
already?
I didn't know if the ship was going to Nausea or to where like its end goal was.
no, we have to drop off some of our temp crew, anyways. I think
Okay.
because they were only hired to help with that voyage, so it has to go
Also,
to Nausea.
probably
Anyway.
just like picked up from the ruined city.
Well, then we'll figure out what we do with them.
All right. So you teleporting to Nausea?
Yep.
Do you have a familiar object, or how are we doing this?
I know that
You
we
did
did
not.
last time.
Yeah, the long
Not-
strider's badge. I assume
Oh
you're
yeah,
doing.
I do have the Long Strider's badge.
Also,
Thank
are you gonna equip your ring first?
I do have it, so it should be currently a 2 because I have a +1.
Okay.
Oh, great!
Awesome. So you rolled the D100. You got the other end of it.
Yep.
But because you have the associated object, you guys will appear in Nausea.
We got a 100 and a 1 in one session.
Indeed.
That's great.
That's actually really impressive.
So
In 2 rolls.
you guys will arrive here at noon. And what would you guys like to do from here?
Well, curiosity is getting the better of me, so I'd like to try and identify that lance now.
Okay. Cool. And do you want me to just display it in party chat because you always do it anyway?
Wait,
do
I
you
want to make a
send it to
prediction
you?
as to what it is. I'm making a prediction. The Lance of Dragon Slaying.
Yeah, it's got to be a Lance of Dragon Slaying.
Dragon
Yeah.
Lance.
Oh, there you go.
Dragon lance. +3 and extra 3d6. And a dragon of your choice.
Wait, yo!
Make a melee attack.
Hey!
Oh,
That's actually really neat.
Read
Kind
that.
of a lance of dragon slaying.
that's great. Actually,
It's even better because it's a dragon lance. The dragon lance is really cool.
Let's go. I benefit from this.
that's
All right.
perfect for us.
So as you guys have identified the Dragonlance, we're going to go ahead and end there. And it is noon in Nausea as you have arrived. And we will pick up next week, the next episode of the Toivoan Trainwreck.